Let me tell you the tale of the heroic adventurers, one you're likely familiar with. It was the 30th of spring, year 802 of the Blue Era, below the spiraling towers of Akaros. In a long-forgotten crypt, 2 dwarves, a halfling, and a sheep rested. They were on a quest to travel to Vegan, to search for answers to a dream that the bard, known as Zong, had dreamt. The wizard known as Garb was tinkering with his potion set, and Mikael the Barbarian meditated on yesterday's battle. They decided after a time to go deeper to the Underdark and find an area where they might camp, but they are followed by a vampire looking for escaped humans. I'll hide the treasure here, but I'm first going to take a walk alone. Have a good nap, guys, Mikael said loudly as he walked with a smirk towards a dead-end tunnel. Shortly afterwards, they take him out and loot his body. They find a blowgun and 10 paralysis darts in his pack, as well as a nice pocket watch. Then after a short rest, they continue to Vegan. They emerge from the Underdark in a museum, where Garb promptly begins to harass the locals. It appears that there's a festival going on in the city, the World's Fair, and they check it out. As they travel, they admire the colorful in the city square. Thousands of happy-go-lucky residents of Vegan are celebrating, drinking, and all around having a great time. They quiet down as their king emerges onto the balcony of his palace to give a speech. Speaking in a peculiar accent, King Bergman told tales of Vegan's financial triumph in Merchants Bay. Due to their industriousness, they have made a deal with the Blue Empire and King Bitterness to create a great airship which will make the city-state of Vegan exceptionally rich, even more than they are today. He also tells them not to worry about Big Head the Orc, because his council of wizards is very powerful and can protect them from any further bombardment. Garb the wizard investigates the strength of the wizards that King Bergman referenced and found them to be no stronger than an average miscreant with only minor magical abilities. Very curious indeed. He returns to the others, but they plan to investigate further later on. The locals treat the adventurers to a host of fine quality meads, treats, and vegan sausages. They fill up on the delicious food and retire to a local tavern across the street from the Vegan Census Building. Zong the Bard leaves that night and befriends a guard, treating him to a pint while he's on his shift. The lax security and easygoing nature of the locals makes it easy to find more information. In fact, the next morning, the adventurers are practically invited into the king's bedroom where he's being served breakfast. The bard plays his tune and impresses him, but the wizard loudly challenges King Bergman's court wizard to a duel to prove that he is weak and has no right defending the Vegan people. This causes the king to become upset, and he doesn't believe them even when the bard Zong casts a spell of hallucination on the weak wizard, causing him to embarrassingly claim Garb was taunting him when he wasn't. The adventurers are escorted out, and as they leave, they see a gnome leaning against one of the palace pillars. The gnome invites them to follow him to the gnome district of Vegan, where they will learn who is really protecting the city. They do so and see that there is an entire industrious sector of the city populated by the usual sparse gnomes. The gnome explains that Vegan made a deal with the gnomes for economic freedom and protection, which has allowed the Vegan people to grow wealthy. They walk and pass by a manufacturing warehouse where small dirigibles are being designed and constructed. They even meet the chief scientist of the Aeronautics Guild, a gnome named Orvelius. Orvelius explains more about the relationship between the gnomes and the city of Vegan. He also invites them to use their remote market building, which simplifies buying and selling. Garb the wizard is suspicious of him, and he reads his mind. He learns that the great airship Airborne Equus Prime is powered by a captured Pegasus and utilizes some of the same technology that the Cult of the Five Gems used, but in a more humane way. He learns that Orvelius is a worshiper of Thes and Para. They leave, still suspicious, and go to the remote market building where they make many deals and sell a lot of items, and purchase some potions. Garb tries to sell the flask, which contains the broken algae trident, and claims that it is essentially an infinite energy source. But this causes a bit of a commotion. As soon as they leave, they see Orvelius and 2 other gnomes waiting for them outside the remote market building. Chief Scientist Orvelius tries to make a deal for the flask, then demands it. Mikael is adamant that they hold on to it, believing it worth even more than the dirigible that is offered. The gnomes strike, casting the non-lethal liquid lock spell on the adventurers. But the magical dwarves are able to counter this. They renegotiate, taking the gnomes seriously now. In exchange for their lives and a dirigible, Orvelius receives the trident flask. Orvelius claims he does not enjoy this kind of confrontation, but he has to do what is right for his people, at any cost. Orvelius takes them to the dirigible warehouse, and they lay their eyes on the beauty that is their new dirigible. He wishes them luck and apologizes again for the imposition, then bids them farewell. The dirigible is a simple vehicle, a slender, lightweight wooden frame about 20 feet long and 5 feet wide, with a large leather balloon over it that can be filled with hot air from the gnome-designed combustion engine. They decide to name it Highwind. Where will the adventurers go next? What will happen to the people of Vegan? And will they find a way to stop Big Head before it's too late? You'll have to find out.
Okay, guys.
This is fine right here. This is good.
Can you hear me? How's it going?
Oh, it's going good.
Good.
Man, I really like that intro.
Man.
We'll do some tweaking, and then I think we should do this way more often. You know, I think if we get his cadence correctly, or maybe even just branch out to other characters too. You know,
I'd like to do the wealthy wizard also, because I mean it's so weird because it sounds like Biden reading a speech, like a State of the Union thing. It literally sounds like him, like someone wrote this for him.
Well, when he said para and Thess, the way it was so
so smooth, yeah.
Or really, man, when he's just like talking, it's like sometimes he even has the cadence down of the like starting high and then going low.
I'm blown away. It is the craziest technology. This is going to change the game for us as human beings. Like, I can't trust the radio. I mean, like, what the heck? NPR can play this, and freaking, you know, they're playing Joe Biden saying, actually, specifically, Greg Clark, they're sending a drone to your house now. I'm losing it. I'll believe it.
Hi, Greg Clark. This is President Joe Biden of America.
Yeah, the scammers. I saw a tweet that it said scam calls are going to be insane in the future. It's going to sound like your kid. Mom, I'm in trouble. I need some money. You need to get me some gift cards. You need to give me some scratch-off tickets, some gift cards, some prepaid credit cards.
Oh God!
You want to hear something super crazy, Mike? Guys, how much footage do you think I had to feed this thing to get that accurate?
Oh, this wasn't a preset? Did you just do a?
I created this.
You created this AI or whatever, the preset for that. Wow.
Wow.
I chose the state of the Union, his most recent speech. That's why it sounds like a speech and it has the echoes. That's why I chose that one.
Wow.
Because I wanted it to sound like that. But just guess how much time, just out of that speech, is a 22-minute speech.
Oh wow.
How many minutes do you think I gave it?
I don't know, 10 minutes? 20 minutes? Did you do the whole thing?
What do you think, Michael?
Oh, I was gonna assume the whole video, really.
1 second. Gabe's closer to both of you guys. I put 45 seconds. Damn.
What?
That's 45 seconds of him. That's all it took.
Dude. Shoot, you remember that? Did you guys see Mission Impossible 3?
I've never seen Mission Impossible.
So there's this scene where they capture this, you know, I don't even know, like multinational gangster, whatever, and they have to impersonate him. So they get the mask. That's a classic Mission Impossible thing. They replace the mask of someone, but they got to get his voice right. So they get him to read this. So they say, "All right, read this thing for me," and he's like confused. But he reads, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog," something like simple like that.
Because it has every single syllable in.
Yeah. It's just all the sounds, and the more he reads, the more the AI has to work with. That's this kind of crap. We're here. We're now at that, at least the microphone level of Mission Impossible. I mean, that.
Well, even visuals, dude. There's AI streamers now, and there's
it's insane how many there are.
Critical, at least just because he happens to be somebody I watch. He has a lot of videos of him. There's an AI YouTube channel that is like really popular, and it just says random shit, and it sounds and looks as if Critical is streaming and just saying shit.
Well, I noticed the spooky trend not too long ago. I realized there's a lot of YouTube channels where what they're doing is they're taking an AI voice, a preset one, not one that they just take the preset AI voice, and then they use that as the narrator for all of their videos. So, and then they just copy and paste articles into the
Wow,
video.
yeah.
They'll just
You just need
play-
10 different images and just take a
I've seen
Huffington Post
stuff like
article.
that.
Yeah, and then he would just read it, you know, paragraph per paragraph, and it sounds like a person. And I didn't realize it was an AI at first when I was listening to some of these videos because it's so good.
Yeah, for real.
And then I just realized out of nowhere, I'm like, oh, this guy's a fucking AI. Like he just hit me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then I started looking and I found like a ton of different other pages that were just like it, but they had different voices and stuff. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And they had hundreds of thousands of views. And I was curious, like, who's like, do people realize that it's do they care?
Yeah.
And like it sort of removes the need for, dude, I could get Joe Biden to read me a bedtime story. Audiobooks are dead.
Every
Why-
single night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I need to pay $3.99 for, you know, somebody like Alec Baldwin to read me a book when I can literally just have the president do it for me?
Yeah,
Or-
you just need 45 seconds of 30 Rock footage of Alec Baldwin
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah. It has to be super clear. It's-
Alec Baldwin confession for shooting that person on the set revealed.
I shot her right in the face. I shot
Yeah.
her 7 times.
I do it again. This is Alec Baldwin.
I left the phone in her house to record what people were saying to see if I was a top suspect. That's me. I did all that. But I mean, man, I couldn't believe it. I did 45 seconds. I didn't, and then I just typed out a prompt, and it just played it back, and I couldn't believe it, dude. It
Yeah.
was so insane.
We got to get good at identifying this kind of stuff. I mean,
Well, for $5 a month, that's what I could make. So
that's
$5 a month.
insane.
That was gonna be my question, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
the first month is free, but think about it. For $5, I can use your voice, and I can, like Greg, if you just, I'm curious, would you be willing to send me like a voicemail or something?
Wow.
Just
Well, dude, hey, pull it from a D&D podcast.
yeah.
I
I'll do
mean,
that.
it would seriously sound like me.
It would sound like
I'm
you
I'm
as-
a little bit paranoid about that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking that it's almost like, hey, send us your just send us a spit sample and we'll clone
Yeah,
you.
I know.
I don't know, sussy.
It's all
We're
sketchy.
gonna start cloning people.
Yeah.
I actually did have a Black Mirror thought.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, man, if I had 45 seconds of my grandfather, I could listen to him again.
Dude, don't do it, man. Don't go down that hole. Don't go down that hole.
No.
That is a Black Mirror episode.
That's why I realized how macabre that was. I'm like, how many people are going to be doing this? How many companies are going to provide that service?
I mean, that already happens.
Dead loved ones.
You can clone, I mean, obviously it's not the loved ones, but you can clone your pet. Like send us DNA of your favorite pet.
What are we
Dies for you.
Yeah.
This is the
No,
stuff.
you really can do it.
Oh, well, now AIs are generating pictures. And they're generating videos. And the pictures
Yeah.
can look pretty good. So imagine having an AI generated photo of your dog talking, like just,
People do homework with that.
yeah. Dude,
Oh.
I'm pretty spooked out by this technology.
We have to take down Skynet.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm pretty glad I'm alive to see this, dude. This is some sci-fi shit.
It's cool. It's
I
just
can't
scary.
believe it.
I'd rather be in space and shit.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
this is not sci-fi the way I thought it would be.
Yeah.
This is kind of just like, this is more advanced, and yet we are also still doing our own dishes.
it feels
You
like
know?
magic.
Yeah.
It's
That's a good way to put it.
to me, it's
Yeah.
indiscernible from magic. Like this
Hmm.
stuff is pretty crazy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I got every single piece. I got the Library of Alexandria in my hand, and
Yeah.
yet I don't know. We still got to do some things. Like my car is sitting, my freaking truck is sitting in the driveway, inoperable. I mean, it's operable, but it's just not a real vehicle. But at the same time, I'm just almighty powerful with this information, and Joe Biden's voice now is on my side.
yeah.
You know what he told me? He told me, "I love you, Greg. Joe Biden loves me."
Hold on. I'm gonna.
Dude,
Do
that ain't
Anthony,
so
do
crazy
Fauci.
If he knew, if he could figure this shit out. He would
Say
be
what?
talking like Middle Eastern people and fucking, I don't even know, dude.
This is Joe
Oh.
Biden, and I subscribe to Skip Tuppence.
I mean, that sounds like some crazy
Oh,
technology. And
let me do that
AI
real quick.
can then just change your voice. You just talk into it, and then it automatically changes to whatever language you want it to be.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, there's already the. You know what? I don't want to get too far off. I'm gonna get a drink. But then, are you guys ready to launch into it?
Yeah, I want to get a drink too.
I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
here. All right. I will do one last thing. I'm hoping that you guys hear it.
My fellow Americans, please subscribe to Skip Tuppence. Do it now, faggot.
Did you hear that, Michael?
Huh?
They all went out of the
Never mind.
Wait, don't go into that file.
Aw,
That's where I keep my OCs.
your OC?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
What did I tell you?
Did I show you that?
What you want, man?
I'll show it to you.
My fellow Americans, please subscribe to YouTube.
All right, Greg. Okay, I can send the fucking audio. That's great.
10 o'clock.
Michael, check the Facebook real quick. That's all. That was the last thing I wanted to do.
That's funny. Oops.
But I'm totally willing because I think we can make some good content with that. Eric gave me a good idea earlier today to draw a picture of Joe Biden and then make a video with it, like maybe like animate his mouth and
Oh yeah. Yeah.
have him saying these things back and forth with like a conversation.
Can't
That's
you
like a
deep
different
fake
idea.
yourself? You think like a filter?
Yeah, I could do
You
that.
have
I don't really
Joe
wanna do
Biden on Joe Rogan's talk show as a drawing format like
Oh,
thing.
I was
Have him
actually
talking
listening
back.
to a couple of those earlier.
because it would literally just be two pictures and then it would just go back and forth. The pictures
Yeah.
would just go back and forth while they're talking. It'd be a super simple video, but it could be very effective, just that alone. And then I'll get like a GTA clip playing right underneath it.
Oh god.
Doing stunts
But
and stuff.
have it very flat and wide, sort
Yeah.
of like shit, and then on the bottom of the
I'm
screen.
gonna have like my tag on the right, and it's gonna say Trump said what? And it's gonna
And then-
start with a guy going, guys, you're not gonna believe this video. And then it cuts to that shit.
It should say like, who's sleepy now?
Yeah.
Sleepy
Yeah.
Joe? Oh,
Is this a preset for a new YouTube channel?
yeah, so Eric gave me the idea earlier of using the AIs and, I'll draw a picture of Trump and Biden and I can have them have a conversation with each other.
That's
And
good.
then the video would just be two pictures, just the Trump picture. And I wouldn't even have to animate it. I would just have to have the pictures going back and forth.
Yeah.
But then I said, but I will add a GTA gameplay video, like spliced into it. Like half of the video screen is a GTA clip.
Oh my gosh, to increase the dopamine per second for the video.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then
I
it's
hate
gonna start
when
with
they
No,
the
do
guy.
do the one where the guy's running down the freaking he's like running and like going into the different like fruit or something. You know?
Temple
So it's
Run
like
or
two
something
times
like that.
divided by one. Right? It's
I,
like
I don't even it's oh
There's
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
many
that's what it is. It's the they grow and then they gets I can't stand this kind of content. It's like this is how Citizen
yeah.
Kane is now going to be playing, and there's just like somebody playing Bonzi Buddy, in the bottom of the corner. Because if you watch it for more than 5 seconds, you start freaking out.
It has like Arabic writing for some reason and an at that's like in English, but it's a weird at. It's like Amy 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Last thing though, Greg, check the Facebook and then let's start.
All righty, let's check.
I
what we
will
have.
send you any Joe Biden tag you want.
Let's see here.
Joe Biden. So it's a subscription. You pay.
Wow, that's insane.
You pay $5 a month, and that's
I'm gonna keep paying $5 a month for a little while. I'm gonna get as much content as I can out of it, and
And
then
you can download it, so it's like you can always have that night. That's really nice.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
funny. It's kind of sad because the good Jordan Peterson impression is now almost like,
Yeah.
but the cadence, you can get it better if you get an impressionist to do it. But it's for like, it makes me want to do a parody video where I'm interviewing anybody in the whole. I'm interviewing Harry Potter,
Joey's World Tour.
Joey's
They
World
go, "Woo, woo, 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 woo."
that would be funny. And it's just we just type in random crap and he has to say it. So
Yeah,
well, guys,
have a-
we
I
are
just
traveling.
Okay.
We have been traveling far and we've been traveling wide. Currently, you guys are settled in vegan. You just had an encounter with some gnomes, as you heard Joe Biden in the telling around the campfire.
Lord Business.
Lord King Bidness, yes, Lord Bidness. And we're graced with his presence. But now you guys have just been given a tour of the new dirigible you own, High Wind. It even is operable. You're at the Aerospace Guild right now, kind of at a landing pad. Really, you don't even need a landing pad to land this thing. You just need a flat surface. And you're wondering, what do you do now? You're just looking at each other in 2 chains.
I say
To
we
the winds.
till we fly.
You guys want to head out up here and go somewhere else, like to Baby Leary, Borbos?
I thought we were going to USP.
I know you've been wanting to go there for a while, but I don't know if we really talked about that.
I think we should go. I have a theory that Big Head's gonna attack us. But anyways, let's go to Baby Leary. Let's get to her then. As soon
Did we
as
figure
possible.
out where?
Well, we had a theory. It was
Borbos. You have
yeah.
a theory that she might still be there.
there was also the mountain that all the holy people are gonna meet up at. That's probably already
Preacher's
passed.
Point. I was gonna say, yeah, that was like a minute ago.
Preacher Point's
Yeah.
probably a no go.
Maybe. Well, I think they were gonna settle there. So if they're there, maybe we can. Or am I right in saying that, Greg?
Sorry?
Did they? I forget the group. Amadeus, maybe, or
Yeah.
did
I believe
they
that's
say they were
correct,
gonna
yeah.
settle at Preacher's Point.
There was a group of people who wanted to settle at Preacher's Point. Not settle, but there was going to be Amadeus became kind of this religious leader after you did this spell on him.
Oh
And this complete kind of transformation. And so now he's been known as the Hand of Kashi, and has been inviting religious leaders of all denominations to join him at Preacher's Point. And so
Okay.
you passed by some people, someone who worshipped Zelika, the god of beauty. This was way back. This was a while ago, but this was back when you were in this little town, Ravala.
I don't even remember being there.
This was after Big Head destroyed the temple of Talatalika.
I say we go to Preacher's Point then.
Be okay with that.
All right, so you want to leave vegan and head on out?
Yeah, let's stroll out. Let's see where Vegan's at.
Where they're
Not
right
Vegan,
here.
Preacher's Point.
All right. Preacher's Point is down this way.
Oh, okay. So that's like
You could check out Little Mountain if you wanted to, see if there's any leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Green.
yeah.
I say we make a stop in Borbos
Okay.
at least.
So yeah, we'll
Bye.
stop. Let's fly to Borbos first then.
Yeah.
Right to Borbos?
Yep.
I should steer clear of the baby if we find her still, do you think, guys?
Probably because you're an agent of chaos.
Well, the reason last time I almost tried
Oh,
killing
yeah.
it was because I had made that pact.
Oh
Yeah, with
really
Growl.
Do you remember what happened when you didn't fulfill that, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
what happened when you didn't fulfill that was you lost all your spell slots.
Oh shit, I do remember that. And
Yeah.
I recovered everything.
Yeah.
By now you have, but you made a covenant with Bismillah to do so.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
He even gave me the Overlord's robe as a little help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What? So he's still in that pack then.
No,
Yeah, you're still in a covenant with Bismillah. That's right.
Oh, but that particular I'm not.
Well, he's fulfilled his end of the bargain, and you've been fulfilling your end by being so chaotic.
Okay, well, maybe I should still steer clear then. Just be on your toes if we encounter them, because last time I think Michael had to like tackle me or some shit.
Yeah, but you've been doing a good job for him. That's for sure. All right, let's go to Borbos.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
at some
check
point
the
I'm gonna
distance
repent
here.
for my sins and become the exact opposite of what I've been up until now.
What did you say, Greg?
So the distance that you can travel in one day is like 1.5 of these hexagons, because it's basically as the horse, like a horse, the speed of a horse, but in the air. Maybe like the speed of a slow average trot, you know.
Okay.
Can I attempt something, Greg?
Sure.
I want to use a wind wall at the back.
Okay, just 1 second.
I don't know how much that would really help.
Whoa! Crash
Yeah,
to
that's-
the dirigible.
That's not built to take air. It's air.
I guess you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's
So
not
let's-
what it's-
Let's
still drip.
start off with setting the scene a little bit. Around you are gnomes passing by, and it sounds like you guys are firing up the engine. It takes a little crank to start, and begins to fill that big sack of leather. It's like a leather wrapped airbag, and it fills with air, and slowly you start to feel the little boat pick up off the ground. 2 Chainz is in it. Gordon the parrot on your shoulder starts flying around excitedly, and you guys are off. You're who's piloting?
Me. Because I did the boat, so
Zon.
it would translate well.
Zon pilots.
Pilot for
I got
now.
11.
11. I mean, that's fine. Gabe, do you want to try your wind wall technique? You are now about 20 feet in the air above the buildings of Vegan.
I don't think it's necessary, but you want to try it?
I'll give it a shot. I feel like it can't be that bad.
Make a piloting check, Seth.
I'll be so nervous.
20.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Wow. You can feel a gust of wind behind you, and if you turn the wrong way, you could even capsize the boat, capsize the dirigible. But instead, you catch it, and for about 2 minutes, you're flying much faster than usual.
Okay, so I got really lucky. Don't do that again.
It could be used for evasive maneuvers in the future, potentially, but it is risky.
I think it'd be great for air attacks. Like if we find another dirigible.
Oh, fuck them up.
Yeah.
But we'd have to be careful because it will fuck us up
If they-
depending where I shoot it.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I want to let's stop at buckwheat. Because it's perfect. Like, because you said 1.5, that's like,
Do you want to stop at buckwheat? I feel like
Maybe let's stop at Slumber.
slumber.
I'll check that place out. That seems like a cool little island.
Okay,
It's the giant.
stop
Place.
at slumber then.
Oh, I don't remember that.
When you guys have actually been to Slumber one time before, this is where Jonas is from. And
sweet.
Oh yeah.
you guys are kind of upset because Slumber is burning. All of the houses that you came by, they're demolished. Like there's
Like
a
they're
couple.
currently burning on fire.
One is. Most of them have actually been destroyed. It looks like weeks ago. But a fire has caught in the main kind of
Crazy.
this black and white building. It's been pretty much demolished. There are some giants that have been that are alive, but they are few and far between.
I'm gonna jump off the dirigible and turn into a bird like 30 feet above the ground, and then de-spell on the ground. I want to be cool.
You could teleport straight to the ground.
I can only go 30 feet. I'm assuming we're like hundreds of feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about 100 feet.
So I want to find a good spot away from town, Greg. Like I want to find a safe area that we can land.
I mean, you're able to find that. You're on the beach. There's
Okay.
some wreckage and stuff like that, but you're on the beach of slumber. Let me get to my notes here.
How can we like prevent this thing from getting stolen? I mean, oh well, they don't know how to use it, so
Maybe just by keeping one person on the ship. And yeah, that's another really good point.
I don't think the Giants are gonna steal our airship.
yeah,
Yeah, we have good reputation here, right?
yeah. Well, not really. They wouldn't even know what the fuck it is. So I think that alone would prevent that.
Gabe, you feel an inclination to add to the fire.
Oh shit. What should I do for that?
Go add to the fire.
No, it's a burning house. I don't want to be a dick.
I don't know.
You should bury your hands into your like pants and not take them out.
I might just
You can make yourself go blind.
Yeah, just sonic boom or
yeah, good.
Gravity cannon yourself. Ah!
Can I just resist with my concentration?
You feel a very strong inclination. You really feel like, especially there's a temple of peace, a temple of Salos, and that you're especially looking to destroy that because that one has been relatively undamaged.
So, Greg, I do have a concentration of 20. Can I roll for it if I need it? Like, or what do you want me to? I don't know.
Well, this is all that you feel. This is just a feeling inside of you.
Okay. I will resist it. And just like yank on the little bit of hair or yank on the crystal.
I think if you are going to create a fire, you should just make a big bonfire.
Nah, I want to resist it.
Mhm.
That's how chaotic I am. I'm so chaotic. I go even against.
Well, you've always been. Fuck you. You're just you're just a thing.
That's probably why he likes me.
I'm All right. What are you gonna do, Michael?
well, has the ship landed yet?
The ship has now landed. You guys are on the beach. You cannot really see that there's any life other than that building that Gabe is drawn to. It's a little, I mean, they're all dome-shaped, kind of black and white porcelain terracotta buildings. Looks like huge, almost looks like the houses in was it Tatooine from Star Wars? But they're these dome buildings. But much very large ones, and the largest one has been completely demolished. It's like an observatory has just been exploded, but made of some kind of clay.
I say, Gabe, you stay behind, and then me and Michael will go to the Temple of Peace.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I want to put out some fires, especially the temple. Like anything I can do to make the temple
Let's see.
nice.
I just don't want Gabe to burn anything down.
I wish I had a water spell.
That'd be a cool idea, actually. Yeah.
Is there any
See
buckets
a
around?
wizard to teach me his ways.
What's up, Michael?
Are there any buckets around, Greg?
There's a broken canoe. It looks like
Broken canoe.
yeah, it looks like
Oh,
some
great.
human-sized canoe is nearby. A huge hole in it. You could lift it and maybe use that, but
I want
Nah.
to turn into an African elephant again and use my trunk to get a bunch of water nearby and bring it over to the house.
okay. And there's tons of houses, and
Like
There
you
is
said, only one is still burning, right?
that's true. So you want to put this out?
Should I roll?
Make well, you don't have to make a roll for this. Your passive spiritual listening, there will be consequences. My foolish disciple is a voice you hear for helping these heretics.
These are the people of peace, pretty
I
much.
want to say good. I would like to see what you think you could punish me with.
Interesting. Greg's writing a note.
You just wake up and like
You don't have limbs.
yeah.
Hey, hey!
You're like that
So-
guy.
Just replace the big crystals.
Hey, let me out of here. This sucks. Seth, Michael, you guys wanted to go to the temple, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to go to the temple.
You get there, you recognize a familiar face in a familiar outfit, but it looks kind of, well, pretty beaten down and ripped. It's this giant priestess that cured Gabe of the Bismillah crystal at one point. So I think it was literally
I remember her.
almost exactly a year ago, because it's day 241 now. And it was day 118 that Gabe came across this huge ship. It's like a mega ship, this huge pilgrimage vessel that the giants were using. The priestess in charge of this group, the name was Hana. And Hana cast a spell on you to exorcise the spirit of Bismillah from you, and the crystal shot out like a popped zit. Do you remember this?
I do. And it was smaller that time, right?
It was, yeah. Now it's almost like the size of a softball.
Dude, that was
Golly,
shit at that time.
No.
not good.
I think you'd be
I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna let it grow it out a little bit.
we gotta get rid of that somehow.
We gotta pry it out.
Michael wants to just crack it open.
Yeah.
So you get in there, and the priestess says, "As I predicted, more chaos befalls us."
Say
She is speaking. Well, let me set the scene a little bit. So there's some pews there, but there's only about maybe probably eight giants in attendance, and her at the front. She's got her big staff, but her beautiful robes are pretty tattered. Looks like they're singed on the edges. She's been through some stuff, and so have these other giants.
Here, I gotta piss 1 second.
Big Head is such a foul demon. He moves so quickly. He's literally been everywhere we've already been.
Yeah.
Like he's probably he's gonna destroy Preacher's Point.
Yeah, he's caused a lot of problems.
But so can we fill Gabe in?
If you, he's not here right now. Why don't he's right now just in the sand as an elephant, kind of working, and he's decided whether or not he wants to put out this water. But you guys are now being spoken to kind of harshly by this giant priestess. Said, "What brings you here? Burning more?"
I want to just get on one knee and bow. I'm sorry, my lady. We are not here to burn anything. I myself just want to ask if there is anything I can do to help.
I'll do this. I'll bow too. Or get on my knee like Michael did.
She feels honored by this and says, "If you want to help, find some food for us. As giants, we just want to rest and eat and pray. And we've been, thankfully, Salos has granted us this one last refuge from the orcs' rampage. But this is all that's left of our little island."
I say, who needs healing? Who needs help?
"'Tis I." And there's a large giant, big old giant with a big white beard.
Dang.
He's looking pretty weary. He looks pretty burned on the front of his body. It looks like a fiery log fell on him, so he could use some healing.
Okay, I'm gonna do a song of restoration on with I'm gonna use one of my level 5 for the day. Make a sigil.
Okay.
Song of Restoration on a paper.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just put it on his chest right there, where the burn is at. And then I'll do a few cure light wounds too.
Nice.
He feels very grateful for this. Says, you dwarves are little, but you're all right.
I want do you prefer common tongue or your own language?
You speak giant.
Sorta. I'll do a tongue.
Okay. And so he says to you, my name in the giant tongue is Minowat, and that is what you may call me, little man.
Minowat. Perfect. Cool. All right. Well, if you guys need any more help with anything, be sure to reach out to us. I am Zong, and this is Mikhail, the strongest halfling in all the land.
When the bard stumbles on his own words.
So
Oh.
Minowat tells you that he was a fisherman, and his ship was damaged, or his little boat was damaged, and so he wants to be able to provide for his people. But now that he's not injured, he can work and possibly find some food.
Cool.
But
I was just curious what ended up happening with the priestess.
So that's what we just resolved. We bowed and told her we were just here to help out, and then I just healed the fisherman.
Did you mention my little?
I didn't talk about anything about it.
Okay. I go have to see.
I'm gonna ask, what's the name of this priestess lady?
Hannah, or Hana, Hana.
Hannah.
Hana.
No, it's just funny. It's like out of all the D&D names you've ever come up with, oh, it's just Hannah.
And
Yeah.
her sister is Montana.
Oh my gosh. Hannah the mountain.
But that Montana, that sounds like something. Yeah. Okay. But all right.
Dang.
What are you researching, Mike?
Well, I just was typing out her name and the name of the giant in my characters list. But I want to ask him, are there no more survivors? Is it just you guys?
Yeah, they look at each other pretty solemnly and say, other than some giants who have left the island before, we don't know where they live. This is all that is left of us. But Hannah stops you from speaking further. There was a third amongst you. Where is he? He must be
I'm
with
close
you.
enough to hear my trumpet, like my elephant trumpet.
He's on the beach. He is an elephant.
Yeah. No.
A rampaging animal.
No, he has a tusk full of water and he's getting prepared to put out the fire
I think I already did that.
for the last house. No, you haven't yet.
Oh, so yeah, I was going to wait for confirmation on that. So Bismal is telling you there will be consequences. You still want to go forward with it?
Yeah, I'm like, bring it on, loser.
Busy boy.
All right. So you begin to put out the flames on this, and just as Hana and Minowit and the other 7 giants come out and they see this, and they're confused by this giant beast that's even larger than them. But you're putting it out and picking up water and spraying it. Big footsteps in the sand leave indentations. Yeah, it's they're kind of confused a little bit, but Michael and Seth explain what exactly is going on. That's your friend Gabe.
Does my crystal show an animal form?
No, not in this state.
Okay. I want to revert once the fire's gone.
And do you want to be wearing your hat? Because you have a hat available to you. It's -2 charisma, but this is a top hat. The Reggie's hat.
I think I'll put it under my arm for now.
That still counts. It's still technically equipped, so that's a step.
You just shove it in sets for this conversation.
She'll see your crystal.
Yeah, so she will see this crystal. And so this is the priestess that cured you personally. So she is detecting chaotic energy. She's detecting, she's a very spiritually attuned priestess. So she knows that there's some kind of energy here.
I want to say, hey, you look even more beautifuler than the last time.
She's ready. Turn around. And she points her staff at you.
I was like, oh, all right. Show her my,
Oh my gosh.
oh, no, not my
You're
ass,
gonna
just
get
the crystal.
messed up.
I thought I removed that.
I know.
She begins spinning her staff in the air, preparing to cast a spell on you.
I'll let her do her thing.
You might lose all your spells.
Oh, shit, wait.
You are encased in sand. So a big
Teleport.
cube of jeez, sometimes it goes into this weird glitch mode. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What, like the video or?
the sound goes glitchy. I'll just stop talking when that happens. So you are encased in a cube of sand. She's using some kind of telekinesis to move the sand around. But you teleport away, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say, I do require your help, but there were consequences last time unforeseen prior to the procedure. And
she does it again, and sand kind of creeps up your legs and expands into the cube.
Dude.
You're feeling a very strong inclination to kill her. Like you're hearing Bismillah literally tell you, kill her, slay her. She betrayed
all right,
you.
I'll let her encase me.
I'll even use liquid lock on Gabe.
Oh, really? So he's fully locked in here. So she tells her others in giant tongue, come around me, watch my back. And she holds the staff towards you, Gabe. I apologize, Mikhail and Zong.
You're not
Even
gonna
to you,
kill him.
Sheep. This may maim him intellectually completely.
What?
I want to tell her you got to get a lot closer than that if you want to smooch me.
So she swings and hits against the armor lock, which stops it. Oh, now it should work. And she waits for the armor to dissipate. And she
I'm gonna jump in front.
Move, halfling! Move!
I'm gonna
Let's
say
do it already.
you can't do this. Like there has to be another way. Is there no other way?
He must leave this place. It is his kind, fire and flame, that cursed this land. Big head,
What happened?
you're one and the same.
I've always
What
been
happened
against
here?
them.
That's who we're trying to kill.
Wench.
All right. Well, Gabe, if it's up to you, then we can either leave or you can take the risk of having your crystal removed and being like mentally handicapped. Severe intelligence debuff. Probably.
I can guarantee it'll be at least one permanent intelligence lost.
I've already got like 30 intelligence, so.
Okay.
He does have a high.
I mean, I'm talking D8 intelligence
Oh,
lost.
no, my wisdom
for
is
this.
high. I've only got an 11 or
Oh.
a 12. I meant.
So you could get almost to 4 intelligence, dude.
That'd be pretty rad.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Should we leave it?
We have an out.
I'm gonna
But they're probably
teleport.
not going to like us anymore if we don't let this happen.
Yeah.
Being liked is very important for you guys. At times it seems like, well, they're not gonna like us, but 10 minutes later, you're like, all right, I'm just gonna shake this guy. I'm gonna steal his rings. But we want to rescue their cat because,
We just want the off chance of a giant beating somebody up for us.
yeah, or maybe
Alright,
they'll
tell
have
her-
loot.
Maybe tell her to just let us leave in peace. But that we're not her enemies.
Okay. Yeah,
She's angry, but
I'll say
she,
I am personally a follower of Tonri. My friend he was desperate and in a time of stupidity. I want to do like a Three Stooges thing to Gabe. He made a pact with Bismillah.
so Gabe's encased in the sand still, and so you, instead of him blocking it, you just get him straight in the eyes with the thing.
Widen my eyes to like accept his fingers.
I get grossed out because they're wet and slimy.
My eyeball muscles are too much for his fingers.
So she hears you say, "Let me leave in peace," and she moves the sand away. And she also tells you, even the Tonriites are overzealous at times, and they forget the true meaning of life, which is to have peace.
I say, well,
I'll be back for you to get rid of this thing for me after I've finished my deeds. I'll retire this body and let myself become just a vegetable.
The roots are too deep.
okay. Go down. Wait, scroll out, Greg, from the map.
Hold on, I want to ask this lady a question whenever, like,
Yes.
finish the map thing, like before we go, at least.
What's the question?
Like, what does she mean by the roots are too deep? Because
Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
think
Oh
Michael
no,
just,
Michael, you
like,
froze.
you may not have a chance at with it.
Michael,
Michael,
restart.
we
Hold
lost
on.
we lost you at roots.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we lost you at roots.
Okay, the roots might be too deep, and I don't know where I was going with it. I guess
Like you wanted to
you
know
might
why.
not be able to get it back. You might have no opportunity other than now to get this thing removed.
Well, she, in response to these queries, she tells you, "I have removed this cyst from his once pure body before, but it's back. Removing a weed from a garden is simple, but removing the roots is almost impossible. It requires daily maintenance, constant prayer, and striving to be peaceful in all one does. It seems your friend has failed in this simple task."
I say you use defensive tactics. How is that any more peaceful than what we would engage in whenever we are self-defending?
At this, Minoet is upset. "Friend, do not offend the lady or inquire
No, I
as
do.
to..."
I will get on my knee and I will put my head down in shame because I do agree that was rude.
And the Lady Hana asks, "You may leave in peace and go with peace. And reconsider your ways, dwarf."
All right.
I want to say, I'll be back. And I'll be back for your hand in marriage.
Be gone!
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
get out of here.
I'm gonna become so pure, dude. That's gonna be a side mission of mine. I'm gonna come back for her.
You're gonna be like a pure boy just to win her heart.
This is dwarf.
With a job.
That's why.
Big old crater in your head, big old indentation.
And I'm a vegetable. I'm just completely retarded.
She holds you like a glass of wine. She just holds your head up.
I could also go full evil and just become a skull that you guys carry around?
So sometimes you've learned one thing from her is that chaos is neither good nor evil, but peace is antithetical to is the exact opposite of chaos. So there's different dichotomies in the realm of the gods. And so peace and chaos are at war constantly.
It's interesting.
Same as good and evil, light and dark.
All right. Do you guys want to head to Borbos then?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where we should go. Where do we? I mean, we've been flying a lot.
Well, we were going to go to Preaching Point, but we're stopping at Borbos so that we
Yeah.
can check in.
Mhm.
We knew somebody at Borbos. Greg didn't let us remember though.
No, I think it was Lenny and
Oh yeah,
Mm,
but I
I think
thought.
that was Olive Isle.
oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
Well, we could go to Olive Isle. It's not that far. Okay, well, let's go to Borbos.
Borbos.
All right, guys, you start heading west, and it's the sun is setting, but it's actually the first day of summer, so days are long, and you travel, into the pink sunset towards Borbos. You see it. You see little Monkey Islet on the way there, and you see Borbos coming up.
Greg, can we land this thing in water and it'll float like a canoe?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
It's a little bit awkward though, because you have to lower the engine very carefully, otherwise it'll get wet and then it takes off much slower.
I don't think we have that type of skill set yet. I think we should keep parking on land until we're really used to it. Because our first day with it, I'm surprised it's going this well. What's up, Michael?
I wonder if there'll be a new skill we can level up. Is like flying, airship piloting.
Barrel roll.
That is pretty cool that we're fucking flying, guys.
Yeah, you guys have wanted this for a long time.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad about the way we got it.
Same.
Yeah.
Because we lost that.
We should have just
the
agreed to the
item.
10,000 and the dirigible. But honestly, I didn't expect them to be so aggressive.
They
Yeah.
would agree, but I really like the I really like the Underdark though. So we still need to find time to go through there.
Yeah, I like it a lot
Be
too.
careful, like the only time I would be comfortable going into the Underdark and leaving the dirigible would be from the marsh.
Yes, I was thinking
Yeah.
Madness. Yeah, that's what I was exactly thinking too.
You're talking about Marshburg?
Marshburg, yeah, because those are our people, and at least we know.
It's a good
you know,
middle point too. It's
Yeah.
like not
Yeah,
too
that's a
far.
good point.
You know. All right, perfect. Let's go.
Skinny leaf stay are people that we actually trust.
So let's do what we gotta do.
Sweet Borbos. Let's go.
Yeah, this highlight was actually really good for some reason. I truly don't like the highlights.
It's because I got it. It's because I bought
Yeah, you put your love into the purchase.
it. Yeah, me and Colton did. We like both rubbed it. And
That was cold. Oh, you bought it there, yeah.
Diamond District.
Yeah.
Where
We
would
should-
you guys want to go?
I said we just park right outside of the Ruby District.
Ruby District. Okay.
All right, you
Close
land.
I want to find the best price for my jewelry here because I wasn't able to sell it last time. Remember?
Mhm.
So you guys make it in here. Fly over the land. And you land in where? The Ruby District?
I
Yep.
think that's what they wanted. I'm cool with that as well.
Yeah, right there in the inlet.
Actually, do you guys want to land? Greg, can you move up just a tiny bit into the right around there, like so that we're on the other side? Maybe. How do you guys feel about that?
That's cool, man.
There's a lot of this is called Robbers something. And shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that the name of this one though? Is that Robbers Mountain?
Oh shit, is it? Greg, you mind
Roberts Mountain's down here.
Okay, so what's this one? This is Broker's Peaks. Okay. Brokers, like
Yeah,
mortgage broker.
Big town. I feel like this is away enough from stuff that we hopefully are good.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
I want to tell Gordon to I'll give him I'm gonna use command animal or something, I think.
Communicate with animal. Because you can just tell him things and he'll repeat it, or you give him a letter.
Well, this is a command. It's a necromancy spell, apparently. Give a simple command, less than 8 words to an animal, or less intelligent or organism audibly. The animal is compelled to carry out the order. Ineffective on characters with more than 5 intelligence.
That's apparently
Okay.
probably not too. Does it have more or less than 5?
Well, what I want to tell him is
It's less.
immediately come and find me or one of us if somebody attempts to take the dirigible.
Okay, so what's the exact command? Like literally say in the words.
Alert us. That's too many. It says alert us if the dirigible is compromised.
Or it's to see it. Or I could just
Steal dirigible. Okay, yeah.
come warn us if someone tries to steal. How the fuck did I do it? Just a
Yeah,
second?
okay. I say alert us if the dirigible is stolen.
There you go.
Okay. Brah! I'll do it.
But that's probably
Gordon's.
if it's stolen, he won't.
Yeah, like until after it's
Yeah.
stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
How about alert us if someone, oh, maybe that's what fucked me up last. If someone
Is here.
Yeah.
comes here or is here. There you go. That's actually
Okay.
really.
Gordon, the guard parrot, allows you guys to leave the dirigible. You bring it down, you deflate the balloon and hide it behind some bushes. It would be kind of visible, but people generally would leave this alone. It's off the road. There's no roads nearby.
And like I said, they don't know what this thing is. They would see it and be like dumbfounded. Like, how did this get here? Like, is this a
I don't know.
Well, Borbos is a pretty wealthy town.
Oh, you're right. They would know what a dirigible is. They would have at least seen one with their gnomes.
So
Let's
let's see here.
go.
Yeah, so you guys are in Borbos. You want to go into town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruby District.
Trying to get some sweet gash.
You come into town and you see it's almost as you guys left it. It almost seems to be doing better. It's a beautiful summer day.
Or summer night, really now.
Yeah, it'd be summer night. Thank you. Yeah, it's a beautiful summer day. You recognize this district before. This is not the place where Percy lived, but this is it's like a next door district.
You guys want to go get you guys want to go rest for the night? Refill our spells?
What's up?
I said, do you guys want to go rest for the night and refill our spells, or what's up?
We could find somewhere to spend the night if we wanted to.
Hey, can you guys cover me again? I'm kind of short on funds. Well, we're in town now.
You are in town. There's some lot of beautiful buildings around here.
Beautiful buildings, beautiful people. Quite frankly, the most beautiful.
Is
Sorry
Lady
for the
Liberty.
background noise, guys.
Say what?
I don't know if you guys can hear the background, but if not, it doesn't matter. So
Okay. I do hear some talking. I don't know what's up. No problem
Yeah,
with me.
As long as it's not too bad. It's just...
Let's see. Yeah, actually, to the right of you, there's some people bringing some final shipments into town. Looks like some dudes on wagon, but with a mule.
That's us. Oh, okay.
You're nearing the center of town now. You're getting closer into the center of town, and this is where the beautiful manors start to appear. Actually, there are more manors that have like little villas almost to themselves on the hills to the south. And you guys remember the orange manor on the hill is where you were supposed to leave baby Leary. That's where you came up to her the last time. The last time you guys actually visited the town was the connection. It keeps on cutting out. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
It's been bad lag today.
I don't know what that
Sucks.
is.
Steph and I actually are having no lag for you guys. Like, we can hear you perfectly. There's no stutter. Do you want to maybe try to
You know what? Did you guys close out of those fireplace videos?
No.
Because I just closed it. That might have been some of the issue.
Yeah, we actually have really good background noise anyways from the rain.
Oh, good.
Nice. Love a good rainstorm.
Yes.
Mom goes downstairs though.
Yeah.
Jeff,
You guys remember the orange manor on the hill?
I don't, but I do remember dropping the baby off with it's not Giannis? No.
No. With Captain Marlin, actually Malik, the sand elf.
Malik, yeah.
Yeah, Malik.
Yeah, but you're standing now right in front of they've done a pretty good job of rebuilding it. Percy P. Pinkbody's manor. You recognize the entrance. You've been inside, you've been outside. This is where you ended up assassinating Percy and robbing his house.
Well, wasn't it badly destroyed?
It was pretty badly destroyed in the first place, and then I think you left with a tectonic shift. I'm not completely sure.
Yeah, I did.
So but they did a pretty good job of restoring what parts could be restored. Looks like it's still under construction.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's not hang out around here for too long, fellas. Let's keep it moving.
Well, we didn't leave anybody
Let's
alone.
go to the Orange Manor.
You guys go through the town, visit Percy P. Pinkbody's manor, and you see up the hill there is an orange manor there, and it looks like it was broken into.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
I want to scan or detect magic or both.
I'll do a echolocation.
You guys
It was broken
should also
into.
do your time window.
Oh,
So we don't know when it was broken into yet.
Yeah, it looks. The more you're there, it looks like it was broken into weeks and weeks ago. Like there's broken glass, but then rain has been falling for a long time.
I
The
want
house
to do
got
a
flooded.
Not flooded, but it's just right where there's an open, like a broken glass on the front window. There is a large puddle with kind of layers and layers of mildew on it, and dust and mildew.
Can I maybe do a couple of rolls for like a thorough search check for either loot or clues?
Totally.
How many should I do?
Well, are you looking for anything in particular? That would help.
Anything of value left behind, but mainly, I don't know, signs of a struggle or a note or some indication left behind of where they would have went or what happened here. Besides it just being broken into, like things pertaining the baby and stuff.
Well, upstairs, it looks like that's where some people were living for some time, but it's like there's a room that was like used for the nursery. Like there's a crib there. It's been that part is basically untouched.
So
It's
there's
just
no blood or
no
it's not
blood
messy.
there.
I say we sleep here for the night, guys.
I would be cool with that. I do want to finish my search check though.
Yeah. We'll just spend the night here and then we'll fly off in the dirigible in the morning.
I want to sell my rings though. I might get something good here, but
Let's be careful though. Yes.
So the you can tell that the front door was broken into. And dude, I gotta figure out what this freaking connection is. Like this
Let's
is
try to
something ridiculous.
rehost it, man. 'cause
Yeah, this is bad.
It really is hard to follow.
Yeah.
took 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Let's close down real quick.
I'm gonna close down and I'll just do a whole new Zoom thing. I'll see you guys.
Audio.
oh, good.
Okay.
Memori.
Good eye, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, gang.
Matt here. Dr. Busy here.
So you guys are in this manor. You're in the Orange Manor. You've just investigated one of the rooms upstairs. The other is a nursery. Upstairs, there's also there's a lot of little guest bedrooms. One, it seems like it was a couple's bedroom. The bed is neatly made. And there's some dust on it as the window is open.
Anything in the drawers or anything?
Some clothes.
Under the mattress?
Looks like some adult male clothes and some adult female clothes, like dresses as well as pants and some formal
Hey,
wear.
put on one of the dresses. Entertain me.
Like the Pirates of the Caribbean guys.
I have an idea. I'd like to look around and see if there's is there a basement here?
Yeah, there is a basement. So you go down a floor and then you go down another floor. There's a large cellar. It's a huge wine cellar.
Nice. It's got a lot of wine.
A lot of wine. Actually, it looks like there's a lot of wine. Most are empty barrels. Almost, it seems like a lot has been stolen from the house.
Probably. Let's just take some cheap wine and drink for the night, fellas.
Well, it seems like it was maybe broken into by people, like and looted. Maybe it was already broken into by someone looking for Baby Leary, but maybe not. And maybe it was just people who were like looking to take stuff.
Yeah, I've got a good feeling they got out of there and people just noticed that nobody was there anymore.
Yeah, the lights weren't on.
While in the basement, you guys notice there is there's a bit of blood. And it's kind of there's almost like an emergency door leaving the cellar that leads through like a small tunnel back to the hills at the back end of the Orange Manor on the hill. So you know that this is Fabrizio. Patricio's uncle owned this manor. You pick that up from memory as well as
Who's Patricio?
Patricio is the father of Leary. Yeah.
Okay.
So Fabrizio is his uncle, the brother of Geraldo the Silkworm.
Mm.
Oh, that poses an issue.
And so you there's in the basement you also see some files. It looks like a filing cabinet of old business deals and stuff like that. This guy dealt a little bit in the olive oil trade and he bought some properties in different locations.
Oh, does he have any deeds?
Actually, he does have a deed. It's not a deed, but it was a sales arrangement for a townhouse in Vegan.
Oh,
Dude, I bet we could forge that easy.
No, I think we should invest.
Townhouse. Yeah, I think we need to go to this townhouse.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, we need to go see where.
My
So
mind immediately went to just robbing this guy.
Yeah, let's get this house. Like Baby Mary's uncle. Fuck it.
now let's go to let's go back to vegan, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we are close to Preacher's Point. Do you want to just stop in for a second?
No.
All right.
I think we should stay on the quest. This is like the new clue. You know, we're looking to
Well,
finish
Gabe-
the fight.
Speaking of new things you just learned, Gabe learned that there is a wine barrel that is full.
We open it up and it's Ben. Ben? And Ben joins the Zoom call.
That would be
Yeah.
so cool,
That'd
actually.
be,
Wow,
that'd be dope.
unbelievable.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But Gabe, yeah, you're definitely inclined to drink some of this wine. It's just huge freaking barrel of top quality port.
Ah,
I
You said
submerged my head.
You submerge
Huh.
your head in. All right, make a fortitude save.
Good advertising. Get me ready for later.
I'm looking forward to that, honestly. Hopefully don't fuck it up this time.
So Gabe, you are drinking, you're shaking your head around. A little bit of the wine gets in your ear.
Damn it, I feel like that's gonna be an issue. All right, just take my head back out.
So you're covered in the red drink. It drips down onto your overlord's cloak. And
I tilt
Yeah.
my head and start hopping on one leg. On the side that it got in my ear.
that doesn't seem to help. It almost seems to go deeper in.
Can I use telekinesis? Minor telekinesis.
You'd have to figure out where the water is.
I want to I don't know if I could roll for accuracy or something, but I want to just be like,
Make a D20 concentration.
pull your
check.
brain.
Oh, be careful. This is sketchy.
11.
2 1s?
That's worse than 1-1.
Yeah.
So, no, you do not have the right thing. So in doing telekinesis, you jog something loose.
Ah,
So you pulled a little bit of your cochlea out of place.
Oh,
So
oh.
your ear is bleeding a little bit, and currently you have to take a debuff now.
Gabe,
You are now deaf. You are now deaf in your left ear, and you have -5 on balance checks.
ah,
Oh,
dude, I have negative balance. Can I
you
even
just
walk?
wrecked
Just
yourself.
reduce the
dude.
preamble stage.
You're like Jeff Goldblum, falling all over the place. So
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so like Greg warned you. Oh my
I
god.
was doing something simple. I had no clue.
Oh,
No,
no.
I warned you as well.
We always warn you.
I should have used luck. Now that I think about it too, that's an instant that would have immediately probably gotten me out of that situation.
And it might have not been that big of a deal to have some wine stuck in your ear.
Greg, I'm gonna try to help Gabe here. I'm
okay.
gonna try my best to use my surgery skills and try to
Oh God.
put whatever he had back in and do a song of restoration.
Can I
So you're doing inner ear surgery on his detached cochlea.
Essentially.
It's detached.
Yes. There's like a vein. So Michael's just watching this. What are you doing? And you're just going in there. All right, let's open this thing up and all right, make a roll, make a surgery check. Seth.
This is
And
not good.
There's luck on that bad boy, by the way.
And I have +3 surgery.
Wait, use buddy.
Oh,
That's the only way.
buddy.
Here, channel. Yeah.
Use luck.
Bubbly. He's really putting some love into it this time. 15 plus 3 plus 15.
Nice.
Okay. The surgery, you are unable to connect it again. Your tools are too big. You don't have the ability to connect this tiny piece of his ear. And when you get close, it just causes a lot of damage. You're able to suture it shut so that he can't, it's not going to get infected now, but the damage is done. Gabe is now deaf in his left ear.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going to pause here. As you think about this, you have a little voice in your head saying I told you.
Oh,
This was Bismillah.
oh.
I'm gonna wait for Greg to come back from my outburst.
Damn, man. I mean, that sucks.
Dude.
You've made this pact with this guy.
Yeah, I'm steering clear of this asshole from now on because I would be considerably more powerful right now.
Yeah, with your crystals and everything.
I've lost a permanent wisdom on top of that.
Yeah, I know. You've
Yeah,
lost
for what reason?
a lot of stuff.
God.
Yeah.
Man.
This mangled dwarf. I can't get over how mangled your character is. Missing fingers, deaf in one ear because he's fucking.
I imagine my character's the type of character to like end up outliving all of his friends in like a cruel twist of fate. He's got like a wooden leg and a wooden arm or something.
Yeah.
And an eye patch. I still have like a big crater from the crystal being taken out, and I'm just telling stories.
Someone's sending this.
Smoking on Bootney's Shadow Garden
Oh.
Ground Evil Pack. They
It's
watered
the same thing I sent you guys.
Oh,
Where he's like smoking on something Shadow Dark Evil Pack. Shit's got straight diamonds on it. I'm thinking about getting. I'm thinking about making Joe Biden talk about a one of those tie-dye shirts. I want him to talk like he's a tie-dye specialist.
yeah, I did.
Oh.
Triple hexagon, like
Yeah, this is an Eddie
triple
perch.
trigram thing.
This is a modern Eddie style twister knot. These are very common. You know what's great about the twister knot mandalas is because these provide the Mandela effects.
No, that's what he meant instead of Mandela's.
It's like the man because it's
Oh,
Mandela.
yeah.
The Mandelas.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
Greg, we've decided we're kicking you out of DND.
What? What I
Joe
do?
Biden is going to be our new DM, and we're just going to run off of a chat GPT AI.
That's gonna be a thing. Holy crap! I just realized that you're just gonna have a D&D. You could be. It's not that hard. I mean, like
Oh shit!
you know,
Make an artificial a DM.
seriously,
That just
like
like follows prompts and shit.
seriously. I mean, honestly, a totally randomly generated world, randomly
That might be
generated
kind of
questions.
cool, almost though, because that means Greg, you could join us
Hey,
and just have an AI do the world for us. That might
honestly,
be
we-
kind of interesting.
that would be interesting. It would take a lot of work. Otherwise, it would just be like, it wouldn't be able to keep track of things. Honestly,
It's like
it
a pre-made DM like AI. But I
Well,
feel like that.
If you typed in a very, very specific prompt, I bet it could follow the character for about an hour. And
Maybe,
Then you'd have
yeah.
and then you'd have to reprompt it again and then
yeah.
refill it in. Like, I don't think it would last very long. But anyways.
Yeah, sorry, that was
Yeah.
just
No, that's an interesting point though. It makes me think.
But Greg,
Well-
I was waiting for you for my outburst. I want to thrash around on the floor like a baby, just smashing my crystal on anything.
God, you're on the stone floor. Michael, you
Oh,
see
no.
this. You see a little shard of it. kind of tinkle away as Gabe is just thrashing around.
I want to collect the shard.
You
I was gonna
roll
say, Michael,
into the
that-
wine. You pick up an empty barrel, crack it, crash it against the. It breaks against the stone floor. You even toss over the file cabinet, these papers and.
It's like hammer fist my head.
Yeah, so you throw a tantrum, and Bismillah says, "Look at what I do when I leave you for one simple moment."
I hate you. I hate you.
Mm.
I'm gonna get rid of you and oh.
All I want is to be your friend.
That would be kind of cool.
You'd be just as bad. What's up?
You just hear the voice of Bismillah saying, "I'm trying to be your friend. We should do fun things together. That's all I want."
Fuck you.
I want to find like a brick of some kind that just slams against Gabe's crystal.
So there's some loose bricks on the exit that there's a little bit of blood, dried blood on that exit. There's a loose kind of stone there, and so you kind of crack it against. Kind of when Gabe's still, you can kind of wedge it against the side of the brick and the other brick. And,
Just curb stomps me.
doing so though, Gabe, I rolled a 20, so you take 20 damage just
Good.
from like shockwave.
Is he knocked out from that?
Honestly, make a fortitude save. If it's less than a total 15, you're out. Not knocked, but you are out cold.
I want to go to sleep anyways. It's an 18. Damn it.
Okay,
And I want
you're
to say
dizzy.
that out loud. Like, damn it. I want to go to sleep.
Did I get any shards?
Yeah, you do. You get 1 ounce of Bismillah onyx.
Holy crap. Ooh, Michael, we could make some potions out of that.
Yeah, we definitely have some goodies.
Imagine a poison of chaos. You stab somebody.
That's what I was, yeah, or of like madness or something like that. Like, because
We already had a potion kind of like
the old
that.
man that died in our break because I cheated in our gambling session.
Oh yeah.
And he said he had a boat for me, and then when he didn't, I got mad, even though I also cheated, and I kidnapped him.
And left him to drown. He's like in this prison as the Nubian queen's going down. He's like, help!
And we fed him one of those, the dust of.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
I think he just saw, I got excited and he got excited. Come on, buddy. Not right now, sweetie. Come here. So, right. Yeah, that actually might have been one of the funniest things I've done. That poor old man. All he was is just like a drunkard gambler.
Yeah,
Not even like a really bad guy.
it's you. It's what you did.
Yeah, what a good word.
That was your physical man. Like you're dead in this world. You're not real.
Well, gang, you guys are in the cellar. Gabe, you've calmed down just a bit. Zong, you are curious about the address on this. It's not a deed, but it's an agreement to purchase. It looks like some kind of mail correspondence has been going on between some Veganese merchant, real estate merchant, and Fabrizio, Uncle Fabrizio. So it's 43 Shellensey Road, vegan.
43 Shellensey Road. Okay, hold on.
You guys will still spend the night here?
Yeah, I'm about to crash.
43 Shellensey.
Shellensey.
Zip code?
SCH, no zip code. SCHELLINZE.
Okay, there we go. So
You want to sleep for the night?
yeah, let's go to sleep.
Okay. All right. You guys go rest, and the day ends. It is now the 2nd of summer. 2nd day of summer.
Second day of summer. Well, let's boogie. Hightail it.
But in the middle of the night, you're actually woken up, Gabe. Gordon the parrot is coming up to you. He's saying, "Rah, intruder, intruder, rah, intruder, intruder."
Fuck, let's go.
I immediately turn into a falcon and fucking zoom over.
Yeah, me and Michael are gonna start running, right, Michael?
Yeah.
I can handle any
Sprinting.
normal speeds.
You guys sprint down the hill. 2 Chainz follows you guys. He's tumbling down the hill behind you. He's eager to help out. You get there, Gabe. There is a raccoon messing with the engine.
Okay.
Either way, we still need to get rid of that raccoon. Because
It's trying to lick up the oil.
I'm happy.
I want to swiftly dispatch of it in a manner that would allow me
As
to
a falcon?
consume it. Oh yeah, why not? I'll kill it as a falcon.
Nice.
Actually, I feel like a raccoon could kill a falcon. You think?
not when you're coming down at it like that.
Yeah, and I do have human
Make a
smart.
power attack roll as a falcon.
Oh, guys, 1.
It gets an attack of
I break my talon or something. No, Greg, don't take that idea.
You land, but you kind of narrowly miss and kind of stumble a little bit. The raccoon pounces on you. It gets a good bite on you. You take 9 damage.
I did smell it. You already took 20 fucking damage. Sweet.
You've already taken that 20 from me.
But he slept.
That's what I'm saying. 29 damage. No, I got woken up in the middle of it. That's what Greg said, sir. That's
Oh, I thought you were getting
we've been woken up in the middle of the night by you're in the bathroom by Gordon, and he said intruder. So I ran and hurried over. Yeah, so Greg, I want to dispel and just in like my rage, just like slam it on the ground, like grab it by its limbs and just like shoot out of it.
Okay. The raccoon rolls poorly enough. Automatically, you grab it. You're getting scratched the heck up, but you don't care. You're just pounding it into the side of the dirigible.
Then I want to pin it on the ground and acid goo it.
Oh my god.
So this dead, mostly paralyzed from the neck down animal is now just turning into a sizzling goop.
When we get there, I want to look at it in horror.
Yeah.
This is-
Michael and Seth arrive, and 2 Chainz arrive, and you can just smell over like sizzling flesh and hydrogen peroxide. But you're sitting there triumphantly, Gabe. You saved the
That
dirigible.
was a reflection of my anger and inner angst with my situation.
I just want to I want to pray to Tonry.
I want to, set a little offering for Kashi, like put some leaves over it or something.
Make a spiritual listening check with the both of you.
I got a 13.
Here they are. I got I guess 15, but I have a modifier plus 4, so 19 total.
So my prayer, I'm just going to say, Tonry, please show my friend the light.
You don't hear a response, but this is the right. You felt like doing a little offering is the right thing to do. All of Tonry's children, kind of or rather, all of Kashi's children are blessed by the light of Tanri is a message that you feel is appropriate. But you guys have made it back to the dirigible. You know, it's 2 a.m. You're tired, but you can rest here for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's rest. Saved by the dirigible.
The Ridgeabelle.
Dirigible.
Shoddy, she was a Southern belle. Shoddy.
Shawty's dirigible in my head.
In my
Yeah.
sky.
I'm in the high winds, asking for your number.
I wins my shawty. I love
Pulling
you
up,
so much.
you
The
know,
leather of
yelling out the side of the high wind. Hey guys, trying to holler
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, that's my number. I painted it on. That's my number. Call me, please.
Oh,
I
God.
miss you, Shawty.
Use the Zubin cube. Call me.
Yeah, there's like a, like how like the planes, they'll fly sometimes with with like the flags at the beach. It has that, and it just says, "Shawty, I really want to kiss you. I really miss you." It's a really long one.
It's like just draped down. They can't even read it. It's just, what does that say? It's just TR Band's lyrics.
Shawty, something you, I don't know.
So you guys want to rest the rest of the morning until it's, I don't know,
Yeah.
sunrise? Okay, you guys get a full night's sleep. It is the 2nd of summer, and you guys are on the coast of Borbos.
Let's fly back to the.
Sit back to vegan. Is that cool with you guys?
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are off.
I want to go to the vegan.
Shawty's like a veganese. She don't eat meat. She's just for me.
It's got the spice when I'm dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys make it to vegan. It is evening, early evening in vegan.
I want to do my signature jumping off of the dirigible and, quickly converting and reconverting into an animal.
So like you turn into a hawk and then just turn into yourself again.
Yeah.
You manage to do that. You land. You guys. So there's different districts in the town. There's the Aeronautics Guild. There's the fairgrounds, where everybody's having the World's Fair. There's also the docks, the Temple of
that's still
Para.
going on?
Oh yeah, that's going to be for a bit.
So
We're on the dock for a day or two.
So we park at the Aeronautics Guild. I mean, just logically speaking.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
that's close to the docks.
I'll land there as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about, we'll let them know if she's running good.
The guy working at the Aeronautics Guild is kind of tinkering away. He lifts up his goggles, says, "Oh, happy to hear that." Gets back to tinkering away.
Sweet. Let's find out where this townhome is.
So it's 43 Shellensey Road. Apparently it's owned by Fabrizio, Uncle Fabrizio. You walk across the docks. That seems to be the fastest way to get there. And you actually run into a familiar face. There's lots of people celebrating, and you run into some dock workers. You run into a very familiar face. There is Captain Marlin. He's at the docks. He's actually just stretched out in a chair. He's smoking a little pipe. Kind of got his hands behind his head, relaxing. He's wearing an apron.
Remember this guy?
We about to ruin this guy's day.
And
Who's Captain Marlin again?
you mean Malik, right?
No. So Captain Marlin, if you guys remember this, way back, you guys found your ship was stolen by another company. Geraldo the Silkworm had purchased this from someone, and he made it his transport ship. He was transporting cargo to Borbos. Now, Captain Marlin was the captain of that ship. But since in Borbos, last year, Captain Marlin left the ship. You know, he and he considered it just like he and Chef and Crow, his two members of his crew, were
Remember those guys?
do you guys remember them? They were basically crew members of the Nubian Queen
Yeah.
during your voyage, all the way from across, you know, all this distance.
Yes, yes. Oh, let's go say what's up to them. Let's go torture them one last time.
I feel like they didn't like us very much, though, if I recall correctly.
There was a whole, yeah, actually there was a lot of stuff because there was one delay. At one point you went into the desert.
Oh yeah.
So especially you, Zong, he's not a fan because you caused the delay and he wanted to get there because he liked Patricio more than his boss, Geraldo.
Oh, so he betrayed his boss in our favor, though.
That's correct.
Okay. So we are friends with him. He's just not the biggest fan of Seth or Zong due to you
delay
across the desert. Because it was,
But it was also Tonri's path. Like this was maybe Leary wanted me to do that.
oh, I know, but he doesn't
It
give
was-
a shit.
Yeah. I know. He wouldn't understand. I'm holier than thou.
You say that?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of holier than thou. Like literally, not like in the negative sense. So I was gonna wake him up by like you Michael, you should wake him up. He probably likes you.
So humble.
What the hell is being so humble, bro?
I'm gonna step to the side, you know, and like go, you know, wake him up.
All right.
So he kind of startles awake. Oh. And I thought I was having enough trouble today. What are you doing in vegan?
What are you doing in vegan?
We're looking for Patricio.
Patricio? Wow, he's just being Borbos with you know, Uncle Fabrizio.
We checked.
The deed for the
Thing. No, I'll just say no, the house is abandoned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Abandoned and ransacked.
and ransacked.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible news. I'm so sorry to hear that.
He's been
Listen, can we talk inside? I've got to watch this. I'm running the bar here at the Spoon-Shaped Oar. It's a fisherman's restaurant.
We're sleeping in the sun.
So he gets off his break and he goes back in and, you know, he starts handing out some brews to some very happy Veganese partiers because the fair is still going on. But he tells you that he doesn't know anything about Fabrizio. He hasn't seen them. He hasn't seen Patricio, Ilsa, or Baby Larry, or even Malik.
Should I read his mind or do we trust him?
I say we trust him. I don't see. I don't think this is guys a big deal. I believe him.
Yeah, I believe him.
So that's fine. Well, do you know how to get to this address?
43 Schnellensee Road. Yes, I haven't been to that place exactly, but yeah, that's just up the road there.
Okay. Oh, and should we ask him anything else?
I don't have anything come to mind.
All right. How's about one on the house? Because we're such good friends.
Well, it's not his bar, is it?
Listen,
As soon as you ask that, sort of to the telepathic group chat, you hear, Marlin, it's time for the food. And this very huge, almost looks like a giant, huge 6'5" Veganese woman comes out, big plate of sausages. Bring these to table 2. And hands from the kitchen, hands him some stuff. Those little kind of kitchen doors open and close. You see those 2 familiar guys. There's Chef and there's Crow, and they're working the kitchen.
Oh,
I want to cast luck on both of them just for fun. maybe make their cooking and their just daily luck for the day or for the next thing go well.
Nice.
Very nice of you. Good looking out. Well, I'd love to help you, but I'm kind of settled down here. This is my wife. You've just met her, Helga. You know, I'm from the Blue Empire. She's from Vegan, so we have some difficulties in communication. But you know, we're making our little life here.
That's beautiful, friend. Glad you guys are able to settle down.
Do you want to cast your maybe to get in better favor with him? Do you want to try to cast communicate or whatever so that you can help him get words through to his wife?
No. They speak the same language. It's just a different culture. That's
Oh,
why.
I see.
Don't you have a love potion?
No.
We used to have a love potion. I remember that.
Yeah, I think we sold it.
Yeah. That would've been
Fertility potion. I know you
cool.
have.
Fertility, that's it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we sold that. I say, well, I think I could do something. I could make you a sigil of alter mood. Try to get her into whatever mood you would please, if you have an idea.
Oh, that almost
Often she has quite a temper. I could use a calming spell.
Okay. So I have lullaby.
Yeah.
Lullaby.
Oh, certainly, I could use that myself.
Okay. Say what should I get in return? Like, I think just to make it a formal transaction, you know, I guess a
I
round.
thought it was just the drinks, yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
for a
Yeah,
round.
sure, why not? So he
Alright.
brings over some meads, 3
I want
meads
to try to sneak some sausage off his plate.
off of the plate that he's bringing. Okay,
Yeah.
make a pickpocket check.
Use your rings.
Oh hell! Oh yeah, and in addition, I want to use my telekinesis rings.
Okay, so that'll be if you fail the pickpocket check, you still get to
20, dude.
Oh, sweet. You get 2 links.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Sweet. And then I'll give him the lullaby. So,
Wow.
and I'll say, whenever your wife is in a really bad temper, just say, honey, I wrote you this letter. And then go ahead, show her this, and she should feel
Nice.
alive.
Well, thank you kindly. Come by anytime. You know, Crow and Chef, sometimes we talk about you. You're welcome anytime in the spoon-shaped ore.
So have Seth and him now squashed the beef? This after
It's not exactly beef to be squashed. I think that he was a little bit,
just in the moment he was annoyed or something.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
little bit annoyed, but
Wrong place, wrong time.
mhm. He's kind of mellowed out.
You have a pencil?
Yeah, I should. Oh, I've got one in the spine of this.
Oh, here's one too. Yeah, we'll have our own. All right, so that was cool. I like helping out people, doing neutral things for the day.
Yeah. Balances things out a little bit. Gabe stole some links and gave some people some good luck.
That's a
Yeah, I
lovely.
just balance out my shit constantly. Like I do a little nice thing, but then I'm like, I want some of them sausages.
Yeah, 2 links too, dude. Like they're gonna be a little upset. They're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
He'll be fine. He
Yeah,
got a big
it's-
old smorgasbord of sausage.
Yeah, they're fine. They got some good cooks back there. But yeah, so that would be a level 1 lullaby, by the way, Greg. So
Okay.
Because it's level 0.
Yeah. So if whenever it works, I hope it does well for him.
Hey, keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled to the skies. You never know when Big Head might strike again.
All right.
So-
let's-
Continuing on to Shellensey Road.
Yes.
Michael, make a balance check.
Okay, I got a 7.
You actually fall over. There's a
Oh, +5, like, or 5 + 7, really.
5 + 5. So, okay. You run into someone. He stumbles pretty heavily. You stumble too. It's a guy coming home late from work. This is a dude, kind of a small dude, and he's in very formal attire. He's got this huge frizzy, kind of wispy white wig, kind of that counselors would wear.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me,
Wait,
excuse me, pardon me. It actually falls off his head and
No.
reveals his bald spot. He's, oh, excuse me. Oh, halfling, welcome to vegan. Bye-bye. And he just continues on back home.
Make sure you weren't pickpocketed, Michael.
oh, good. Greg, I want to turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna like chase after him a little bit.
Oh, hello. I'm quite late. I can't talk now.
Michael, let him, I'm gonna turn into a cat and follow him.
Cat might not a bird, but okay. Either way, whatever you
I'll
want
turn
to
into
do.
a bird. Yeah.
So you kind of watch as he
Right.
goes, turns, takes a
Yeah.
corner. He lives on Shellensey Road. It's not at 43 Shellensey Road. It looks like he lives at 23 Shellensey Road, same side of the street. He goes home. His upstairs window is basically open. There's a little candle. He lights the candle, and you can see inside his house. There are these like pink slips, and you recognize these slips. They're identification forms.
He's a forger.
These are census records. So this guy, he's mumbling to himself. You hear this, Gabe, because you're by the window. Bringing my work home with me. Oh, by para. And so he's just mumbling and complaining to himself, and he's just sorting through mountains of these slips, because there's just like, he gets in, he unloads his briefcase, which is full of these slips, and he's just stressed out. He puts the wig, throws it on the pile, and he's just he's crying to himself.
So he's just a normal dude overwhelmed with work. He's boring.
Yeah.
I'll just I want to wait for Seth and Michael outside of the house that we're meant to go to, or like maybe just kind of meander up and down the street unsuspiciously as a bird, just
Yeah.
Just walking.
Keep your disguise. Yeah.
He's got a tiny hat and a tiny mustache.
Oh my gosh.
and a big nose and glasses.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Just a regular bird.
Don't mind me just walking to work.
That's so cute.
That would actually be pretty funny.
So yeah, it looks like a guy overstressed with work. You read in one of the slips, this is a census that was required at the beginning of year 802. So every couple of years or every year, the vegan census department needs a census. And so
The current year.
the current year is 802.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. So I could, after he crashes, because I'm assuming he's gonna be quite heavily asleep, go and see if there's any names of what are the names? Geez, sorry, Greg, of the father and
Patricio.
mother.
Patricio.
Patricio.
You would have to really be looking hard for this stuff.
Well, it's
Is
not
it-
organized. Like
There's no
alphabetically.
organization here.
Oh, shit.
I don't think we should really bother with him.
Yeah,
anymore.
I
What
thought-
if he just burned all his papers?
Oh,
But I feel like that'd be so mean. I don't want to discover
Yeah.
it's suicide.
jumps out.
You
just-
Or
Yeah,
we'll
while we're
flip him a
walking
bunch
by-
of chaos crystals. We'll pound down powder it and poison all his food with chaos.
Yeah, now Michael's thinking like how can we get more of this stuff? We need this for some
Yeah.
potions.
Oh, I'm willing to take tons of damage to farm some of this black crystal shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's gonna be quite essential in potion making. And after I get it removed, we're not gonna have access to it.
Or when you get it removed, that's when you get the most of it.
Yeah, and then you don't have to take damage.
Oh, actually, that makes more sense. What happened to it last time though, when it popped out? Did we keep it?
I'm not sure if you kept it. I don't think it was as big though.
I actually got a good feeling that I sold it at some point.
I
Yeah,
think you did.
but let's do what we're doing.
Okay, yeah.
So you guys make it to 43. Okay, so what was it? 23 is where this guy lives, but 43 is the residence that is owned by Fabrizio. You get there and it looks like it's just a happy family. There, you know, as soon as you guys arrive, you look inside the window and there's these 4 portly Veganese boys. They look round as a pumpkin, and they're just they're wearing lederhosen. You know, they're sitting at the dinner table. The mom, it was just as round. She lays a big plate of squash and sausage there. I love dinner time. And you know, they're just having a happy dinner.
Have you ever seen that video of that German kid? One Fortnite, one Cola.
Yippee!
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. You guys need to send that.
That's kind of similar energy. They're happy to eat. The father, who is as skinny as a broom, he's just standing there, just happy, looking at proudly at his 4 sons.
I want to knock on the door.
Oh, one moment. And he comes to the front door. Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
We're looking for Patrice.
I want to have not show
That-
my face.
You want to have
I want
what?
I want to maybe say as a bird perched on the house across the street or something.
Okay.
Just a heads up so that I don't like startle them with my appearance or anything.
Okay.
So
So Mikhail, 2 Chains, and Zong are at the front door. Oh, you have a sheep here. Very fun. Is it for consumption?
No.
What are you here for?
I'm looking for Patricio. Well, we are looking for
Fabrizio.
Fabricio.
Fabrizio.
Yes.
Honey, do we know a Fabrizio?
I want to show you the deed, the transaction.
This looks accurate. We purchased this house quite recently. The owner unfortunately had an accident. By his own hand, he killed himself, according to the Veganese police report.
Oh.
We're gonna have to break it to
When did this happen?
Brings the newspaper. So they actually bring out a declaration of what happened to this guy. This is an official Veganese report. It tells you that Fabrizio, age 66, took his own life by his own hand.
Oh man.
I bet he did it though.
And he slit his wrists and stabbed himself in the heart.
Oh yeah, no fucking shit. He did not.
So it's a tragedy, but the house was sold to the Portheimer family.
When was this?
He said somewhat recently, so I'm
1
curious.
second.
Oh, it's just yesterday.
Oh, I would have to use.
Oh,
thing.
well, I just used the conjure up the spirit guy. It's 48 hours. I can do that. So if he did,
No, but we have nothing of his body.
That's what I'm saying. We'd have to dig it up. And then I'd do
Uh,
that.
it was the beginning of this year, early spring.
Okay. Thank you, friend. I appreciate your help.
Certainly.
I hope you and your kids have a good night.
Oh, we hope so too.
All right. Bye bye.
Hmm.
Get out of here.
Goodbye.
Gotta go to the police station, guys, and get some more info.
Buddy.
So things are closing down about now for the day. You actually see the guy. He goes to sit at the table with his wife and kids, and he reaches for the bowl of sauerkraut. Wife smacks his hand away and just kind of looks
Oh, poor guy.
down there. But he's happy to see his kids eat, and he waits his turn.
That's a good woman. That's a good woman right there. I don't
Yeah.
eat it. She doesn't eat.
So let's I mean, Gabe can sneak into the police station and get the report himself
Ooh, sucker.
as like a rat or something, you know?
We could just talk to the police, right?
Well, they might be, it's under investigation. We'll see.
Well, no, Michael, the reason I don't want to talk to them is because they claim it's a suicide. Buddy, dude, fuck off, please. I love you.
They're the guys saying it's a suicide, so if we're inquiring about
Off,
it, what if they try to suicide us?
Well, no, it's not that.
No.
Off, dude, please.
You're
Holy crap.
you're asking questions you don't want answers to.
Greg just said he slit his wrists and stabbed himself in the heart. Think about that shit. Who the fuck?
Yeah, like a Hillary Clinton guy, he shot himself with a shotgun and then hung himself.
No, wait, what?
Yeah,
Okay, we
in a
have to revisit that on our way to cookout, but
yeah.
that is fucked. But yeah, this is
Uh,
definitely something fabricated. Like he just put suicide in the
I don't
news.
know about fabricated. I think maybe he was influenced to do something like this, like under some kind of mind control spell.
Like the work brain thing.
Yeah,
Because I was thinking,
like,
like,
yeah.
there is magic, obviously, so that makes sense.
If
But
we cut his head open, we might be able to see if he had an orc brain. If it
well,
was,
we couldn't. What's the term? Autopsy.
yeah,
And I do
well,
have a skinning an animal. I don't know if that'll translate too much. Oh, you have surgery, dude. You might actually be able to autopsy the guy.
yeah. That's true.
You guys want to try that?
Well, we don't know the body. We have to go to the police first.
It is, yeah. Well, no, Fabrizio is the.
If we just go find his tombstone, if he was buried somewhere.
Okay.
Cemetery in town.
I wonder if they'll even
But-
find his
but
body
it's-
because it's such a cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been months. That thing's gonna be half decomposed.
Yeah, it was 25 days ago. You see on the official
Hey, how far
report.
back can you look in time?
Just a day, but 24 hours exactly.
Okay.
But in real life, people do get revisited for autopsies like actual months later.
Yeah, it's only been 25 days. That's still a good amount of time, like,
I mean, over
Yeah.
time, bodies do still decompose no matter what, but
It's
you
gonna be
might be
gross.
able to find something out.
yeah. All right, let's go to a cemetery, Greg.
Okay. It's now getting a little bit later. The new moon is out. It's a very dark night, and there is a cemetery north of town. And let's see what this looks like.
Might be ghosts.
It might turn into a.
Yeah, it's outside the wall of the town, so you have to leave through the main gate. There is a cemetery, though. You get some directions there. It's you ask for the grave keeper. He says that unless you are a resident of Vegan, you weren't buried here. You were.
We don't
But
even
he
know
was a
from recent.
resident though, because
Yeah, he owns
of
property.
property.
Yeah.
Are we wrong to assume that?
It's very rare for people to be buried here. It's usually just the richest of the rich. This is more of a private cemetery.
Where do
More
the
than
bodies
likely, if he was not native Veganese, he would have been buried at sea.
Oh shit.
That's very sad. Well, I mean, he had to be wealthy because he was a wealthy individual. That is another thing.
He is the brother of Silkworm.
If his family purchased a plot, which is usually about 2,000 gold pieces, he could have been buried here, sure. Do you know who would have purchased the plot of land for him?
Patricio.
Patricio. How important is this for me to check my records?
Well, we are trying to figure out how to stop Bighead.
And so you're digging in graves?
Well, we want to know if this man was influenced by Bighead to kill himself.
This is important, but I just can't justify opening up my files and looking for 30 minutes. What does 50 gold tell me?
I'm gonna stand on my tippy toes, and I don't know if there's like a counter there or what's going on there.
But he's basically right now he's just tending to the graves at night.
I just imagine this guy with a thing, you know, a
A
lantern,
torch, yeah.
and a black robe.
That's exactly that. It's kind of a gray blackish robe. It's got the hood down, and he's
It's
got
raining. Sorry.
it isn't raining, but it is kind of a misty night.
I'll give you a cheat for that.
Well, I just want to put my hand on my sword and then
Hey,
like
easy there, Ashley. What do you want to know? You want to know who purchased the land for this person? Sure, come back to my office. He comes, he takes you to his little shack where he keeps some records. There's no Patricio here. There's no Fabrizio here.
What about Geraldo?
Geraldo. No.
Patricio? No, we already asked. Oh, okay. What about Leary? No, she wouldn't buy land. She's a baby. Well,
Yeah, obviously, but somebody could forge.
oh yeah.
Like,
Okay, let's try. Okay, last two. Leary.
Okay. No Leary. What kind of name is Leary?
What was her name? The wife's name?
wait, maybe Malik.
Okay. Malik.
No.
What was the wife's name?
we're on a wild goose chase here. I don't think there's anything.
Okay.
I do see an Ilsa, but property for her husband.
Oh,
Let's see.
Ilsa is the secret lover of that dude, right? Who are cousins. Do I remember that right?
She purchased it for, I don't know if this was her husband, but Nordlud. Do you know Nordlud?
Who the fuck is Nordwood? That sounds familiar. Nordwood. What? I don't think we've ever met a Nordwood.
We have the character sheet.
This was he was one of the few who perished when the orc struck the town.
Okay. Huh.
I remember her. She was a nice pale woman.
Is she still in town?
I imagine so.
All right.
That might be a clue.
We'll go talk to her. Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Not you, Halfling. You can stay away from me with that big sword. Scary.
Yeah, we don't have Nordwood anywhere on here.
Yeah, Nordlud. Nordlud.
Nordlud. No. Nothing similar. Nothing close at all.
Maybe it's in a further updated sheet past this.
Could be. But I don't find Elsa anywhere here.
Elsa is the one. Oh, Greg, am I right about that though? Can I roll for remembering? Is it Elsa not the cousin of the rich dude that we guided all the way to west to the?
No, that's someone different. That's someone different.
He's okay. Damn it. Is Elsa the sister that's of the dude that stole our ship?
You don't know anything about Ilsa except that she's married apparently illegitimately, to Patricio, the son of Geraldo, the silkworm. You know, she's the mother of Leary, and you know that she's from the north.
We gotta go talk to her.
Oh, okay, that's who that is.
Oh, and
Okay.
I found Hana on here, by the way. That's funny. All right, let's go find her.
Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty late at night now. Do you guys want to rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the airship. I say just sleep on the ship.
Same.
All right. Well, you visited the graveyard. You learned that there is an Ilsa in town who recently buried someone named Nordblood.
Hmm.
Do you think it is her? Or just somebody like that put her name down, or
I think
You froze, Mike.
be
Michael,
her. I think we
Michael, you froze. You froze.
Oh, I know. So what was the last thing you heard me say?
Nothing.
think
Okay.
damn it?
Oh,
What
it
the
froze
heck?
again. This is
I think
annoying.
she is the.
Sorry, Michael.
I think she is the lady that we need to talk to.
Okay.
Who is this?
Ilsa.
Elsa, where hopefully it's like actually the wife
Okay.
and the mother of Leary.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should go to sleep then and then try to find her.
You don't have her address or anything like that. You just have the
Oh, the
receipt.
census records.
You just have the receipt.
That would be hard to find though. Hard to find her in the census records. But all right, sweet.
We
All
could
right, guys.
ask-
You sleep in the next day. It is the 3rd of summer. You guys wake up sore and tired, but you did sleep through the night. It's now a rainy day, and it's kind of a sleepy, rainy day in Vegan. The celebrations are going a little bit less. Mostly, people are just celebrating indoors in bars and taverns. But the gnomes are as industrious as always, still tinkering away with things.
Want to I say we just ask around town.
Yeah, maybe we could go. I don't know, to the police station or ask the person we were talking to, or not talking to, that I bumped into, the census guy. Ask
Yeah.
him if he could do it.
Yeah, why don't we go knock on his door?
I want to add this. I do also want to go to the police station at some point and steal the police report, because I am still suspicious about this dude's death.
Okay.
I think
Well-
it could lead to at least some more clues. I don't want to do it for just no reason, but if you guys don't want to do that, that's cool.
Let's go check out what's your name first and see where it leads us. So let's knock on his door, Greg.
You knock on the guy's door. He is not home.
Can I fly over to that window?
Yes, it is open still. The candle is now burned down to a little nub, and it's burnt out.
Is he
But-
asleep, or is anybody in there?
Nobody's home. It's just the floor is carpeted with these pink. There's a huge pile of it though, and it looks like he left his white wig on top of this pile of slips.
Weird.
I'll just fly in there, I guess.
Well, yeah, you fly around. Looks like he left some of his work with him. As you do this, you actually hear the door open. Oh, I forgot my wig. he takes the white, fluffy wig off of the pink pile and puts it on his head, and he gets to work. He heads back to the census office.
And he didn't notice me then?
No, he was so preoccupied getting his wig.
Little fig, my fig.
I want to de-spell as soon as I hear the door close again.
Yeah. So now you're in your door form. You can let these guys in. You can let these guys in if you want.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna look shady.
I say just do a search check and we'll just keep watch. Like maybe Gabe could search for like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That could make sense. I
Like
mean, there's
Um,
clear evidence that somebody was there. I'm trying to see if there's anything that could help me. Fucking,
Sort through the stuff.
yeah, like sort. I don't think I have anything like that.
I don't think it really
I could
matters.
use luck. Would that apply, Greg?
Do a search check, maybe?
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
do like a surface search check, where like see if you can see her name, just where everything's all.
Well, I'm saying if it's like magically, it's like gambling, if it's like magically luck, then my odds are like
Improved.
maybe drawn more to the
I,
right.
yeah, I can that works. Yeah. If you want to add luck, it's the blood magic cost as usual, and then a spell slot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've recovered. Oh yeah, because we've slept like at least 2
we
days
slept,
already
yeah.
since I took 29 damage. 20, dude, I swear. What the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gabe, I got-
Damn. Good rolls tonight.
I can't see it. I just.
Oh.
Yeah, Gabe literally got 20 up. Just go.
you do
That's nice,
see the census. You were looking for Ilsa, right? So you
Yeah.
find it looks like there's two kinds of census forms here. There's household census forms and there's individual census forms, and this guy has a lot of census household forms, and you find a household form with Nordlud and Ilsa, and it lists the address for these people. So it looks like Nordlud, male human, age 30, Ilsa, female human, age 30, and it has the address.
Very cool.
What is the address, Greg?
It was 14 Schindenberg Lane.
All right, they're Jewish.
14
Let's keep down the Schindenberg, man. Let's Hindenburg the Schindenberg with our little dirigible.
Oh, we should have named our dirigible the Hindenburg. Now that I think about it,
We can
Bad
always
luck.
It's not.
it's like reverse luck though.
Yeah, it's curse of chaosing yourself.
No, well, it doesn't exist in this universe, so it has no. It's just a cool name.
Yeah. Oh, Hindenburg sounds fun.
But I
So-
say we.
Do you want to head to 14 Schindenberg Lane?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. You're definitely on the poor side of town now. It's even in Vegan though. There's the poor district is not that poor. It's still, it's like the bad side of Davidson, whatever.
Yeah,
it's-
my
it's-
house in
that term,
Davidson.
yeah.
You guys' house in Davidson.
Yeah. Pretty much, it's like, well, this is still pretty nice. So you get there. It's not a townhouse separated. It's a kind of like a little apartment.
Like the bungalows.
Most of the people here are just a little bit less colorful. Like the houses are less colorful. Needs a paint job. At 14 Schindenberg Lane, it's a gray colored, little apartment building. And there's some people. There's a little fire in front of the building. People are grilling out some sausages with a big umbrella out. They're just sitting in crisscross applesauce, trying to make the most of a rainy day.
Let's go over there. We'll just address ourselves. We're like, hey, we're looking for Miss Ilsa.
Oh, she's not doing so well since her husband died. But she'd be inside. I'm sure she'd let you in if you have a reason to speak with her.
Yes, we do. Knock on the door.
You hear crying from the inside of the house. It's kind of a loud cry,
Okay.
and someone comes to the door. It's not the Ilsa you know.
Oh, damn it.
So it's a kind of a strong, strapping Nord woman. Looks about 35 years old. You remember Ilsa looked younger, and she had more fair, kind of blonde hair. This woman's red eyes. She's been crying. She comes to the door and says, what can I help you with? Is there a problem?
I'm gonna just give us
Say
a,
like, well, no, because we still need to question her. Say like, forgive her rudeness or something. Because thing is, the paper trail led here for a reason.
yes.
So like,
Let's say, ma'am, do you, are you happen to be related to a Patricio or Fabrizio perchance?
No. What are you talking about?
Oh, we were just investigating, and I guess you just had a similar name to somebody we knew. But I do want to at least, don't want to make, I want to make up for this trouble for at least bothering you today. Can I do an alter mood on her and just try to make her feel
Sure.
a little bit better?
Okay.
I also would like to almost be a little blunt, but not in like a mean way, but I just want to get down to the point to not bother her so much. And just mention, we were in, what is it, Borbos, and an important friend of ours lived in a house there where we found this transaction receipt that led us here to Wigan, and then
we went to the graveyard and we found that you had purchased a plot of land in the graveyard.
and I want to explain that we also knew an Elsa married to these people, and explain quickly, just kind of give her the gist of the reason we're bothering her as concisely as possible.
I don't believe there's a connection. I don't see the connection. Sounds like you got the wrong Elsa.
All right.
Well, you know that we left her at that house. That's the issue. But I want to thank her, and again, just apologize for being rude and disturbing.
So preachers.
Leave me to my grief. Take it up with the police or the census people.
So now we should visit the police station, I feel like.
Okay.
Oh, wait, shit. I think we needed to visit the police station in Borbos.
No, we're here. It's in Vegan. He died in Vegan.
Oh, okay, you're right. Okay, sorry. So, yes.
So
Let's
you
get-
get to the police station. It's kind of adjacent to the guardhouse, but it's not the guardhouse. This is a small investigative facility of like people who just basically aren't like the SWAT team, but they're the detectives of veganese, figuring out the source of problems and whatnot. And there's not like a formal entry process, but they're dealing with a lot right now. Not really, they're not. Excuse me. They are. They're not like opening their doors to you. They are. They ask you what you want and if you have an appointment.
How do we set one?
If you guys want to distract them, what I can do is a sequence of spells.
I could just do a door.
Well, that's too shady. What I was thinking is ethereality, which for 10 seconds I could take on an uncorporeal form. You disappear from traditional vision and can pass through living objects other than plants. Shit. Greg, does that mean I can also go through like a wall? If I can go through a person.
Let's see here.
Through us while we're conversing.
Yeah, you could go through people. Let me see here. Spell book level 11. Ethereality. Living objects other than plants. So you cannot go through a door, but if a person is just blocking the way, you could slide past them.
Okay, shit.
I think that's fine.
No, that's still good, but I don't know if this dude's like standing in front of the door, because then that,
Like right now.
So yeah, he's opening the door in a way that he's kind of blocking it with his body, and he's forcefully saying, what business do you have here?
Like now would be the time. to say
Okay.
it.
So Greg, could I do that? And is it stackable with invincibility? So that
Invisibility?
invisibility. So that,
Yeah, you could do that.
okay, I would like to then. And I'll use luck on my invisibility so that I can get as much time as possible.
Okay.
So we'll roll for invisibility then. That's gonna be cool.
It's D20 times 5 seconds, plus 1 minute.
So
And it's
15 minutes plus.
oh no, plus 15, so 18 times 5 plus a minute. I don't know what that is. Shit.
That would be 0.
2.5
50
minutes.
seconds. Yeah.
So you got 2.5 minutes of invisibility, and you pass through the guy as soon as he opens the door. He says, "This is Captain Rubenstein. Is you here to report a crime?"
I should say you need Rubenstein. No, I want to say, how do I make an appointment? I'm new to vegan.
Well, they'll just leave a note, and if I'll read the note, and if I have time, I'll put it in my schedule.
Oh, I said, well, do you have time today?
Come back 15 minutes.
15 minutes? Okay, I can do that.
Wait. Oh, I guess I'm invisible already. It doesn't matter.
You're inside the building. Let's open up a new document here.
So now you have 15 minutes.
Monster and water in here. So much comes in liquid.
And none of it's good.
Yeah. All sorts of different potions and concoctions, monster, high gravity, Miller High Line.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Girdling together. Be some kind of
And
Rubenstein's at the door here.
don't you guys remember it being Rubenstein Bears and not Berenstein Bears?
Oh my gosh.
You know what's really weird, the one Mandela effect that trips me out is like the Fruit of the Loom not having the loom by it.
Mandela effect, everybody.
Really not having the cornucopia by it.
I thought that was there's got to be a cornucopia. I thought Fruit of the Loom had fruit in it at least.
But don't you remember I sent that one patent from like the 70s where Fruit of the Loom said in the description of the patent that it had.
That is legit. That is legit. Yeah, that's some.
Yeah, I know. The cornucopia
Wow.
one is really crazy because
I hate that
think
the
there's-
movie one that me and Felipe share isn't more popular, because that is very, and Felipe is a lot more like mentally aware than me, I feel like,
At
and
least at that time, because he's older. You know, he's older than you, so like.
but he's always just also
Yeah.
been better with that kind of stuff in general, and we didn't watch it together is the thing. We watched the movie separately.
Man of Tai Chi, right?
And yeah, Man of Tai Chi. And one day we were having a Mandela effect conversation, and I mentioned, maybe we weren't even talking about the Mandela effect, but I mentioned watching, no, we must have, because that's why I mentioned it. And I was like, oh, I remember, dude, there's this movie called Man of Tai Chi with Keanu Reeves, and there's a whole subplot of the reason why they're like fighting underground and shit is to feed Keanu Reeves, who is this demon that absorbs like fighters' souls after they fight to the death. And it's crazy because the movie now being rewatched feels so bland, and there are vivid scenes that I remember that Felipe also and I mentioned to each other. And there's no director's cut. There's no deleted scenes. like this just doesn't exist anymore all of a sudden.
That is very strange.
This is kind of I like this podcast, and on this they were telling a story about how they went on the Disney or like the Universal Studios, Shrek 4D ride. And one of them went on it and then said, yeah, it sucks. There's just this Shrek. He has this wet fart and he just gets you. And this don't do the ride.
What
And
a
so-
Mandela-
And so it's not exactly Mandela, but then they go
Oh,
on
okay.
and
I thought that.
they in their friend group, they're like, yeah, if you're gonna go to Universal Studios, stay away from the Shrek thing. There's a wet fart on there, and you don't want to do that. And 10 years later, they've been telling the story for 10 years of warning people about this. But then one of the guys actually goes on the ride, and there's no wet fart. It's just like, and so they've been spreading this idea that Shrek is in front of like a whole audience of people just farting right at the camera. And
That's funny as shit.
but they had it vividly in their mind, like they could picture it. But
What's
it's just the
crazy
power of
is-
suggestion.
Somebody just farted while they were on the ride.
Yeah, but maybe.
I used to remember Chris Chan as Christian Weston Chandler, but it's actually Christopher Weston Chandler.
Oh wow.
No, I'm just kidding. That one would
I don't know.
That
I
one would
forget.
bother me too much.
Mhm.
There's other ones. There's other ones, but I don't want to get too into it because this subject.
I think it is Christopher because he started going by Christian after one of the animals, like his favorite
Bear.
like
She's-
like a character called
I don't
him
know this.
Christian.
Wait, don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
gosh.
mispronounced his name and it went with Christian. Anyways, so I think I have Gabe. Have you ever seen this before?
Let me see.
This is a Keanu Reeves movie where he's a demon.
No, he's not a demon. That's Constantine. Of course, I've seen that movie.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
So I didn't know if maybe you were misremembering Constantine.
No, not at all. And he's not a demon. That's like a DC character
Yeah,
from the comics.
that's a demon hunter. Yeah, he's a demon hunter.
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Little.
No, I know that one.
This is
It has no martial arts or anything. There's no.
he's a side character
Comparison,
in Supernatural.
All right, guys. So let's get back to business. Gabe is in the police station, the detective depot of Vegan. There's a detective, Captain Rubenstein told you at the front, come back in 15 minutes because he's got an opening then. Gabe, you were inside, you're invisible for 2.5 minutes. This is you right here. The D's represent a detective, R is Rubenstein. Where do you want to go?
With a quick scan, is there any directory or anything?
It looks like there's a scheduling book here, like someone for scheduling appointments and stuff like that. The schedule is completely empty. There's a meeting with the town guard at 5 p.m. But that's it for the day. Rubenstein, after he's done, he goes back to this back room, sits at a table and eats a bowl of sauerkraut.
I want to go to the back left room and see if that is maybe records.
You get inside, the door is open. You kind of just lightly push it open. It is the records room. Yeah, this looks like aisles of records of different cases, but there is a detective working there.
What did I get in sneakily enough?
Yes,
How much time do I have left?
you have about 1.5 minutes left.
You can always teleport out of here, right?
I don't think I can teleport through stuff. It has to be in my line of sight.
No windows in this room. There's a window back here.
Okay, so you can always teleport through that window.
I could always just add invisibility again.
Oh yeah, that's true. Forget it. Okay.
So, are the rows in such a way that are they going vertically or horizontally to this view? Like, am I hidden in an aisle? Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of how the rows are. This guy's working at a table right here.
Behind the
You could
wood.
make a door in the wall, pull him out real quick, you know, subdue him, and then lock the door on the other
I think I
side.
can definitely get out of here without anybody knowing because I can just spam invisibility, which is low level. And as long as I can get to that window undetected, I can teleport immediately out of there.
Let's just make sure that we have, like, is this in alphabetical order, these records?
It's by date. It's by date when there was a report made.
Okay, so it was only 24 days ago, Greg. Where can I find that?
This it would be right here, actually. It is in view of this detective.
Can I get it from the other side?
Gabe, you can do a minor illusion. Or major illusion.
You could get it from the other side, but that's in view of the door here.
I want to run around to the side of the building, take my sword, and just slam it into the wall. Yeah, behind the guy.
All right, Michael, make a strength check.
All right, 19 plus 6, I think.
Oh, you might break the building, dude.
Yeah, dude, you broke part of the building.
Plus
Oh.
8.
So you power attack through the side of the wall. You don't break it completely, but it is.
Oh my goodness.
Gabe, Michael, you need to run.
This
Yeah,
dude just
I'm
says,
gonna-
"What is?" He jumps up, knocks the table over. What in the? And he gets up. Some
Michael,
detectives are
run.
now running out to see what's going on. Oh, oops. What? So
Michael,
these
run.
detectives.
It's my diversion. No, I'm going to.
Oh, shit.
He he he.
You're badass, dude.
Michael or Seth, you should go and be like, forgive my friend. He's of low intelligence and is very impatient.
Or no, I'll say,
and
that was a crazy big spider, huh, guys?
Spider
Oh,
did
yes,
this.
you're terrified of spiders or something. And then he's like low intelligence, so
Low intelligence.
No,
just
I'll
because
let
you
Michael,
do-
I'll let Michael figure this out. I'm just gonna.
You hear a huge bang and you say, "I'm sorry, my friend's so dumb. He's so dumb." Okay, so Gabe, you now have an opportunity to look through the files, recent crimes committed.
I'll do that.
You find exactly 24 days ago there was a crime committed or reported. It was it looks like there was a suicide. It says there was a suicide, a man killed himself, a new arrival to the city. Fabrizio took his own life. Looks like he stabbed himself and then slit his wrists. I find nothing suspicious about this. Signed, Captain Rubenstein.
There was nothing extra or shady.
It's actually relative to the other ones. It's an incredibly short report. It looks like it's like 2 lines, and the other reports are at least a page and a half.
Read Rubenstein's mind.
Yeah, maybe we have to inquire about it first and then.
Yeah, when we're talking about it, maybe we just find it. Well, Michael did just smash.
Oh,
a hole,
yeah.
So let's see what happens now.
So, Mikhail, you're gone here, but Rubenstein, the detectives, everybody comes and investigates what in the heck that was. They're worried it was another bombardment from Big Head. Garb, your invisibility has run out, and
But I'm alone in the records, right?
you're alone in the records room.
Guys, anything that comes to mind I should try to search for real quick?
No.
Any,
maybe if
a
you-
crime that happened yesterday.
I'll take the most recent folder and go over to the window. Actually, what's in that other room real quick?
This room here.
Yeah. Like,
This
yeah,
is a pantry, which is food.
shit. All right, I'll go to the window and teleport out.
You turn invisible? Oh.
No, I don't.
So you guys hang out back there. Zong, you are here. Oops. Oops, that's too big.
Okay.
So you're telling them, whoa, how about that? What a loud noise. Or I don't know, I don't want to put words on your mouth.
No, I just want to be like, well, to be quite honest, like it moved so fast, I didn't know what it was.
This could be Big Head. Should we tell the guard?
I say, no, but because if it was Big Head, wouldn't there be a lot more going on than just that one thing?
Yeah, it looks like, look at these markings here. This indicates some kind of smooth weapon. Looks like a heavy sword, perhaps a sledgehammer pounded into the wall. Well, that's one of the detectives.
I say,
Well, Zong, I'm going to say you regroup with the other guys. You guys leave the detectives to.
Michael, put your sword in my bag.
Does it fit?
Yeah.
Put it in there.
It'll fit it's just the weight limit,
Okay.
Well, you said mine's like,
Yeah.
you said it's like 250 pounds.
200 pounds. I think the
It's
sword
like
is
100 pounds.
I think the sword is 100 pounds.
Yeah, so it's half, but it'll be fine. It's got the bag. It'll be fine.
I'll pop it in there.
So you
Where
put
are
the
we
sword
gonna
there for safety.
interrogate these guys and see what's up with these detectives? Get some more info, like if they're
Yeah,
lying.
let's
or
just
not?
wait the 15 minutes and then go in there. Go back.
Yeah.
In those 15 minutes, Greg, what was in the most recent police report?
Let me see here.
Yeah, these guys, oh, what? And then they just go read classified documents right behind the place that they just smashed with a big sword.
Like stealing the safe and trying to
They're
break
like-
it open in the alley behind it.
Yeah, like kids looking at a nudie mag outside the gas station in the 60s.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this one, eh?
Yeah.
Let's see here. There was you find a report was made recently. Someone for Hans. Hans, you don't know what his last name is, just Hans, made by his family. He was a weapons dealer who traveled around Merchants Bay.
He said we don't know him. I guess so.
Okay. Because I could have swore I saw somebody named like Hans, but
You might be thinking of
Make a memory check. I'll tell you if you've met him before. Intelligence check.
I don't think we
Got a
have.
5,
Pretty sure I saw that later though.
a one.
18.
Yeah, I forgot something now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Han Thao. But he's a
No,
monster
that's a-
wizard. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of.
and I think he's an APOC, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
This was
that big elephant.
this was a Vietnamese naval merchant, and they just put out a search request for him. So he's been missing. His family misses him.
Damn, that's not good.
Oh wait, yeah, Hans. I have right here, Vietnamese naval merchant, deceased, robbed and killed by adventurers.
Wait, that can't be.
Oh,
Oh,
the trident guy. Whoops, William. Maybe we just need to pay his family a visit. And
You ain't gonna say nothing about the stepping, you hear me?
we could maybe tell him,
I'll
that,
marry
oh
his
yeah,
No, remember his daughter, he had a picture of his daughter or something like that, or a letter to his
Yeah.
daughter?
he
I think
did.
his
A letter from her daughter. or
That's
his
right.
daughter.
yeah.
Well, should we tell the family the bad news and like try
No,
to do something for them?
I don't want to be suspicious.
I think we should just get the preacher's points. Oh, man.
What if I just give them the powder to Crystal?
No. Ma'am, this is in remembrance of your father. Please.
If I still had more-
We killed. Sorry. Here's some soup.
I made this for you because you're sad and stuff. Eat this.
Okay, he did have those shady sea folk jars though.
But they were protecting the trident.
But why even have?
Yeah, we have no excuse.
We just killed the guy. He wasn't doing anything bad. We just killed
Took his entire ship worth of weapons.
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
We just wanted his stuff.
robbed them blind.
We probably could have worked with him in the future, probably would have gotten cool stuff. We would have,
Married and kissed and hugged a lot.
but we did get a dirigible because we killed him, so.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I was gonna say maybe we could just give the family our dirigible.
Go to the dirigible without Michael and Seth and fly.
No, I think Michael, that is a good proposition.
No.
You know,
I
I
smashed smash the
You guys do
engine.
that, I will sabotage the dirigible.
Yeah, Gabe's just, why are you talking about it?
We'll have to down them together, so.
Alright, we'll find the keys, we'll hide the keys from Gabe and then.
Mhm.
Alright, let's, alright, I say, I mean, do we really need to continue, should we still talk to him about the suicide and stuff, or?
No, I feel like I'm gonna have to figure something else about that or read his mind. We can still give that a shot.
Yeah, let's try to read his mind.
Yeah, let's, so I'll knock on the door with Gabe.
Okay.
And then you wanna come too?
Yes, I will come.
All
My
right.
sword is hidden.
Yeah, it's in the bag. And they're not gonna think a tiny little halfling like you would have made something like that.
I don't think so.
A puny little halfwing.
So he invites you guys in for the appointment. He's got a little notepad out. Okay, what is the crime? Who committed the crime? Do you know? We can find them.
It was about 25 days ago. But it wasn't a crime per se unless suicide is illegal.
Let me check the records. I got very recent records. So he goes to the back room. He's gonna go. He's there for about a couple minutes. He comes back and says, "I'm sorry, I was looking for a lost file, unrelated to your case. There was a suicide. Fabrizio killed himself. Are you friends of the family?"
Let's show him the receipt from
Yeah.
Orbos. Just mention, we have concerns because
His house was ransacked in Borbos.
and this is all we found. Also, detective, do you not find it suspicious that one would not only slit their wrist, but stab themselves in the heart? That seems a bit ambitious to me.
I don't know. Sometimes people I've seen many suicides. They are unsuccessful the first time, and
Read his mind to see what it looked like at the scene, like his memory of the scene.
Maybe during this line of questioning, I would like to read his mind subtly.
Well, do we know if he was at the scene or not?
We can ask
Maybe
leading
we should ask.
questions, and then that'll allow me to look into his mind, because I think
He wrote the report, Michael, I think.
he wrote the report.
well, he did.
He was
but-
the one who wrote it. Okay.
Yeah. So he what you ask him, isn't it suspicious? And he gives you this answer. Gabe, do you want to read his mind at this point?
Yeah,
You see in his mind two things. One is this the person who made the report. This is this big, scary dude, kind of in like a black armor, and with a huge grin on his face, a really big grin, who told him, about there's someone who killed himself, and that you should investigate. You also learn that, well, actually, you see three things. The third thing you see, or the second thing you see, is him coming across the body. And very clearly, there are signs of a struggle. Very clearly, this guy put up a fight. And then later on, was made to look like he slit his wrists in his chair. But there was a mess all over the house. The third thing is this.
Feeling that he knows this, like he's not just so dumb that he actually thinks that he did this, right?
So the third thing is you see a bribe take place. The
Oh.
grinning, the armored man in the black armor with the smile handed him a bag of rubies.
Is a name, or was he not given his name?
No name. He was a very powerful looking. He did not want to mess with this guy. He also had a couple people with him. He was a human, yes. Black hair, big smile.
Very interesting. This is uncovering a deep, we're some detectives right now, fellas. This is
Yeah, this session has been pretty sick.
this is like a LA Noire mission.
So
And this
guys,
is
do you want to lead on that
What are the
we
case
know
notes?
a little something so that maybe he can relay that information, be like, hey, there's three suspicious characters.
We know this guy is easily bought with money. So why don't we just take that approach at first? And then if he says no, we'll go, well, you took it from that one guy.
Here, what we should do then, if we're gonna do that, let's not do it at the
Try that.
station. Let's hang around until it closes and then follow him. And then maybe see if we can like corner him at a bar or something.
Okay, I kind of like that. I like cornering him. I say we act buddy, but let him understand.
I think walking just like a kind of aggressively grab him by the shoulders and lead him into a tavern or something.
Oh, wow.
Michael would be the perfect one to do that, being the big, strong.
Too short. I'll be around this waist.
You'll have your sword at that time too, so you'll have the giant. Hey, man. Yeah, let's do that. Let's.
I feel like at least put your hand on his back and guide him, because then I feel like you're tall enough to do that.
But let's go talk. Let's just shake
Yeah.
his hand and go. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. We do appreciate your time. And we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Please let me know if you cover anything about the case. It's a tragedy.
Yes, real tragedy, real shame. He was a really good man.
I'm sure he was.
He really did a
Okay,
lot.
goodbye. Oh, thank you. Goodbye.
I just wanted to just be like, as a follower of Tonri, you have to understand how good of a person this guy was. I wanted
Yes. Bye-bye. Okay. Have a good time at the fair.
All right, sweet.
He is definitely pushing you out the door, so to speak.
Let's wait outside or for a while, guys, and
We'll tail them.
All right, guys. Well, he's one of the last to go. The other guards leave throughout the day. And he is closing up the building at night.
We'll just corner him here.
Yeah.
You guys are outside the guard building, kind of just loitering, hanging out. You count the guards as they leave, and you count the 5 of them as they leave. And there is Rubenstein right there. And he is just locking up the door behind him. Some guards pass by just as you're about to make a move, though. So there's a couple guards coming by, holding big halberds as they've walked, and they're just kind of whistling some happy tune to themselves. Do do do.
Okay, never mind. Equal, Michael, do you want to just handle everything, and I can maybe handle with the guards?
Well, I want to hide, maybe, and we can find like a better time to get them. That's what I think we should do.
I'm gonna hide behind the barrel
Wait
here.
for this to pass. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a hiding in plain sight kind of guy. I want to play the drums for an hour.
Hey, Vito, I'm gonna go down the.
Hey, Lil Donnie. Hey, Lil Donnie.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
It won't play an enthrall. Get everybody's attention.
So the guards have passed by, and this guy is kind of walking in the same direction as the guards, but slower.
Okay.
Yeah, sneak behind them like the Pink Panther. Boy, put it on.
Michael, make a sneak check.
Okay, I got a 16 plus
He does like the typical NPC where he turns around.
18.
18
16
total?
plus- Yep. 16 plus 18.
Okay, his listening check is not that good. He does not hear you. You're behind him, and there's the alley is completely empty, except for this guy and you guys.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can I lunge behind him and like jump on top of his back and like hold his mouth shut?
Sure.
Do I have to roll for that? Or?
I'm gonna
Make a strength
silence
check.
I'm gonna use silence on him.
Oh, I got a 3 plus 8.
Goes Kaioken times 20.
Oh, he got a 1.
Yeah.
He got a 1.
Mm.
He flails and he puts himself in a position where you could like grab him easily and knock him to the ground. This guy's this guy's a pushover. What is it? Don't hurt me. Halfling, what are you doing here? I know you. I know you too.
I say,
I know what you did.
Yeah.
I know what I
you know,
I didn't do anything.
we hear you we hear you're easily bought and paid for your services. Is that correct?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait, hold up. I just came up with a really good idea. Can I confer with them in like lightning speed? Can I
You'll need to use Michael's check, but
He has to go on rage if he does that. I just
Well,
want to say,
you just have to use a rage.
Oh, okay.
No.
So super quick, guys. I could major illusion myself to look like this knight
yeah.
and ask it and be like,
Or
oh yeah, he's with us and
I'll just
know-
say we know you spoke to my buddy in the black armor.
I feel like
I
it's
just wanna
over.
say that. Just call him out on
complicating
it. I'm just gonna do that. Just
Yeah, you can say that for sure.
Michael's currently, holding him by the collar and shaking him, and saying, "I know what you did." He says, "I didn't do anything." Seth, you tell him what exactly?
I say we know you met our friend, the man in the black suit, the black armor, and the big grin.
I with the grin. Oh no! Please forgive me. Ah!
I say, what was his name?
Pavel,
Pavel?
Poval. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It was simple. He just said, "Called me Poval."
Who does he work for?
Yeah, who does he? Do you
He's
know?
one of the Crimson Tigers.
I don't know. A Crimson Tiger. Wait. The assassins from Borbos? I don't know. I'm a simple policeman.
How's about we pick him up and then brush him off? We go. Nobody's gonna know about this. It's a suicide.
Unless I feel
Well,
like
unless
it should
yes.
be publicized. I feel like how about nobody finds out about this and you claim it a murder? I feel like I want
And
to
and then we'll protect you.
well, I don't want to say that, but I want to lure these guys somehow because I don't even like this fucker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we protect him from the guy, if he shows up to the station, you know what I mean? Because
I don't want to protect.
okay, so you just want the guy to show up and murder him?
Yeah. And then we can pop out and be like, because clearly this guy's willing to take bribes and be a piece of shit detective. That he's literally,
Well, I mean, if you're in
Yeah,
that position, can you judge him?
Yeah.
hey, what
He might
about
have.
Scorpio or whatever? What's that fucking movie with Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Scarface,
The one he turns into a cat and he has to be that lawyer.
the Incredible Mr. Limpet.
No,
Is that the one where he turns into the dolphin?
Yeah,
It's
he
not
fixed it.
Al Pacino, but it's some Mr. Magoo, Willy Wonka type. Anyway,
Yeah,
you guys get a little bit of information out of him. You learn that the guy in the black armor is Pavel. He says he's with the Crimson Tigers,
yes.
and that he handed him the bag and just went, shh, just make the report as simple as you can. And
I want to take all the money he has on him and jewelry.
Yeah.
What? We're robbing the guy now? He just told
Might
us.
as well. He's gonna shut up. He's not gonna say anything.
What? He's a cop.
Yeah, and we just threatened to murder him, basically, or have him murdered.
so
Alright.
he has on his person two of the
So I just
rubies,
think it's-
or two of the
it's-
things. He has an emerald and a ruby. He tells you he invested the
Yeah.
rest.
He has a loose emerald and a ruby.
Or rather, rings, an emerald ring and a ruby ring. He converted those two
Yeah.
rings.
Gabe's just robbing the guy after we got everything we needed from
Yeah.
him. Like, damn,
So
man.
what?
And you find
Bring
35
more.
gold as well, 35 gold pieces. You also find his identification form, which is a pink slip. It says Rubenstein, age 41.
I want to just tear that up.
Oh, that's going to be so much work at the census office to get a new one. I don't want to do that.
Fuck you.
This part's
Oh.
payment.
Yeah, think about this next time you want to
Falsify a police report.
about a
Yeah.
innocent man.
I didn't mean to.
Coward. But it's okay.
Yeah. Pray to who's the guy for forgiveness?
Lagos Lama.
Yeah, pray to Lagaslama, friend.
Greg, you said 35 gold?
35 gold pieces, loose change he has. And you find his key to his house too.
Let's take that.
Yeah,
No, I'm locked out of my home.
I'll melt it with a fireball real quick.
Yeah,
You
melt
melt
it.
the key.
Just melt it in front of him.
And I want to take his shoes.
It's a minor inconvenience. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
uh,
just-
How long are we gonna keep robbing this guy? Because we can't do this like all night.
Yeah, all night we keep him here. Take little things.
I take his belt. All right.
And
I want to
take his shoes, his belt, his jewelry.
I want to pull the pockets out.
Buddy.
I want to rip out a pocket from his
So
pants.
he can't hold it. He has to hold everything now. You guys mess him up. You tear the pockets out. You kind of zigzag the pocket open. Some guards actually come by again. Those two guards,
Okay.
and they see what's going on. They're whistling. Hey, what's happening here?
I would say, nothing. Just catching up with an old friend.
Buddy.
Make a charisma check. This is a deception.
Going crazy.
I got 11. Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay. Have a good time.
Great.
Bye,
All right.
Rubenstein. See you next shift.
What did you roll, Michael?
I just got an 11.
So
These guys are just so lax.
they wave to Rubenstein. They say, "We'll see you tomorrow."
And I want to look back at him and put my finger in his face, and you better not say anything.
I vote. Just don't hurt me.
Now let's go drink. I want to give him 5 gold for a mug and send him to the nearest tavern while we go back, maybe to the dirigible.
So okay, add to your inventory leather boots and a leather belt.
Oh no! What happened?
My Belton.
My Beltenstag.
Yeah,
Hey,
this
guys.
guy got robbed.
You want to end it here at 12?
I think that sounds like a good ending point.
Do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I say we just ended on us going to sleep after robbing a cop.
Oh, let's have that. Yeah. Do you guys want to go to sleep?
But
Yeah.
go to the dirigible. We'll sleep on the dirigible.
But I want to sleep in the air on the dirigible on the way.
But I'm flying. I can't sleep then.
I'll fly. I feel like
No,
I'm the least like
I
airsick.
don't trust you with the engine while you're with Bismillah right now.
I'll be fine.
Please no.
All right.
We'll just sleep on the dirigible on the ground. Otherwise,
I could give 2 Chainz the command of like attack me if I act weird. Attack me if I act weird. Yeah.
You end up just throwing them off the dirigible.
That night, so you guys rest for the night. Seth, Zong, you have that dream again.
Any differences in the dream?
No, it's the same dream. It's a pink mountain topped by a fluffy white cloud.
I think it means I'm in the right path if I keep having the dream.
Yeah, we must be good.
And I think the more little mountain. I'm wondering if the more I dream, the more intense it'll be. Like the more the closer I am, until the point I'm like having like a hallucination. It's just what I'm worried about.
Harry Potter scar. Like, guys, wait, look at me. I dream.
Yeah.
Oh, are you sleeping? Like on the train. All right.
I saw this meme about Harry Potter at the end of Harry Potter 4. He's like, "Oh no, everyone, look, Cedric is dead. Cedric, my main competitor and the current boyfriend of Cho Chang, who I love. He's dead. There are no witnesses. And Voldemort, who's been missing for 15 years, is back, and he killed him. I didn't do it."
Yeah. That's
That
funny.
is so good.
I gotta send that, dude. It was.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
No way.
I've
Dang.
never watched the movies really, except for the first ones.
Dang, that's a classic. That's a classic Americana, not even Americana, Western mythos.
Yeah.